Yo, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm like an hour later than usual. Just had a late dinner and also had to be live in Discord at like 8:30, 8:40. But yeah, still ran over even longer than I expected, but it's all good. We are here. We're ready to keep rolling. I mean, we're 51 and 16, by the way, which is just absurd. 12 games ahead of the Braves, obviously. Even though they're 6 and 4 in their last 10, we are 9 and 1 and on a 9 game win streak. So yeah, everywhere else, really not that big of a lead anywhere else. The biggest lead elsewhere would be the White Sox over the Guardians at 4.5. So yeah, we're doing our thing as expected, and we're going to keep it rolling. Hopefully, anyways. It is June 13th, so in a month we have the draft to look forward to on the 11th, and then the trade deadline next month. So yeah, might as well keep it going. There was something. What did I want to check? What did I want to check? Okay, so we've still been selling out games at $35. We'll keep an eye on that. I might raise it up even more, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's keep it going though. We won game one versus the Dodgers. Then we got two more versus the Dodgers, who are actually good, obviously, naturally. 37-29 leads their division by half a game over the Rockies. And then we have the Cubs after that, who are dead last in their division in a pretty competitive one. It looks like a lot of teams hovering, 30 to 36 from the top to the bottom in the wins total. So yeah, 14-0 in the next one. We watched this one and we walked it off, obviously in the bottom of the ninth. I remember that now. And then we just shut them out 14-0, 18 hits to their five. Who was on the mound today? Would it have been Herrera? Yeah, Herrera, 7 Ks, one walk, only 4 hits. Evan Randolph, 4 Ks, 1 hit in 2 innings. Luis Raniel gets player of the game. That's actually very reassuring. But he went 3 for 5, scoring twice, 3 RBIs. Did he have a home run today? He did, yeah. Yeah, there were 2-1. So that checks out. Liao had his 12th. Iglesias had his 14th. Love to see it. Speaking of injuries again, this is how that's looking. Jordan Sanchez is on a rehab assignment. Um, yeah, he wasn't having it was only 23 games started, 84 plate appearances, but he wasn't doing great. So maybe this rehab assignment will help him out regardless. Help him kind of get back on track, maybe. But yeah, sadly Jeffrey Davis is hurt. He's only out for one more day though, so that's nice. But he's been out since June 9th. And then James Wood is still out for 2 more weeks, and his last game was May 27th. So he'll be roughly out an entire month. So we'll be looking forward to getting those guys back though. Things are clearly still smooth sailing for now. Scrumsaw just got hurt with the day-to-day injury. That stinks. Speaking of, I want to look at our okay, so it's solid. I mean, the only dude below average is Kate Smith, and he has like a super long leash because he's Kate Smith. So I think he'll be perfectly fine. Can we sweep the Dodgers though? And we cannot, of course. I jinx it. The Giants hit us up for a trade proposal. They want to send us Sugio Yamashita for 22-year-old Jeff Myers and 16-year-old William Norega. Yeah, Jeff Myers is actually good though. I remember drafting him. He's pretty nasty. Yeah, I don't like this trade. I mean, he's not having the worst year, but I'm guessing he would. Is he just an international free agent? Yeah, we just don't need him, and I really would not want to give up Jeff Myers for him. Yeah, that's a big no. Let's see, Kevin Johnson. New scouting discovery, Alex Espinosa. Not great, not great. New report on Sanchez just because his overall potential dropped to 50. It was 55. He may end up eventually being an odd man out, especially with guys like Carini being ready and, Iglesias breaking onto the scene. Yo, what's up, Ed? Good to see you, man. Yeah. I think eventually Sanchez is just going to kind of be odd man out, sadly. Probably be somebody we look to move on. Because here's the thing, right? Like, he deserves to start, not James. Sanchez will just end up being odd man out because, like, he deserves to start somewhere, but I don't know. You guys know what our outfield looks like. Yo, Christopher, good to see you as well. But yeah, let me check out this 2-8 loss. Oh my gosh, we just won the next game 20-2, by the way, versus the Cubs. Holy crap, I just saw that. We'll look at that in a second. Player of the game, Jesse Tuma. Kind of ironic because like we almost had this guy twice, whether it was via trade. I think it was mostly via trade. Wait, what is his career path, by the way? Wait, what? Hold up. Miami, 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 Miami. Okay, so this makes it look more normal. Never mind. Down here, look how weird it looks. 31 Miami, 32 Dodgers, 32 Miami, 33 Dodgers. It looks like he went back and forth. It just has the Miami and Los Angeles backwards here for 32. Yeah, never mind. Nickname is Daddy, by the way. Happy Father's Day, Jesse Tuma. Happy Father's Day as well to you guys. If you happen to be a father. Willits. He had 3 home runs in that game where we just won 20-2. Holy crap. We had 18 hits to their 6. We had 10 after the third inning. Player of the game went to Willits naturally. Ties the Washington regular season game record for home runs with 3. So that's huge. I bet it's Prelim. Yeah. I mean, oof, their pitching sucks. I think Will Warren coming out of the pen. Boosley 3 Ks, 4 walks. No earned, but 2 runs overall. Crazy. Who else hit really well? Let's see. That had to be more. 5 for 6 from Willits. 4 runs, 7 RBIs. 2 for 4 from Bass. 2 for 5 for Hernandez. 2 for 4 Iglesias. 3 for 5 Perini. What a game. What's a game? Then 10-4 in the next one. Jesse Cooper pitched this one. Cade Smith still struggled, man. I don't get it. But we still won. Can one player play more defensive positions? Um, what you mean? I'm not sure I understand. Like, do you mean like, for example, Jordan Irvin here is our third baseman? Obviously, like we have him at third. But if I wanted, yeah, I could move him to other positions that he's at least competent at. Competent being like at least 50 position rating at other things. And then I consider competent as well at least 50 infield range or 50 outfield range, depending on if it's an infield position or outfield position. Uh, so if they can at least be somewhat viable there, yeah, they can play other places. Like, even though he's like a listed third baseman, right? Even if he kept the third base title, I could still play him at second, shortstop, wherever I wanted to play him. That I felt comfortable to do so, even if I didn't change his position. But you can change a player's position with the actions button on their profile. Like it's behind my face cam, like right above my mouse right here. Or you can just right click on them and then set position. And you can change it this way. Or you can just go to strategy. And if you want to force start them into the position, you can go to force start / use that position and then select it. Okay. Can we score double digits again? We can't. 9-0, but it was another shutout. 11-game run streak by Irvin just ended. Yeah, that's crazy. Back to back. Oh, well, I said another shutout. Never mind. I was thinking of the Dodgers shutout. Player of the game for that one, Daniel Hernandez. You know, since we switched him to start, it's kind of crazy. He's been really well, which was much deserved, but he went 3 for 3 on the day with 2 walks as well, 4 RBIs, scoring twice. Um, yeah, we didn't have a single home run today either. And won 9-0. Pretty crazy. Yeah, he's up to 1.5 WAR, 154 WRC plus. Unfortunately, Contreras has taken, a seat due to how bad he's been this year, but I'm not even mad at him. He's been great for us while he has been here the past 2 years. Won a ring with him. Like, it is what it is. I can live with it. Dirk, though, great game. 6 innings, 7 Ks, 1 walk. We got the Braves, who probably are still in second in our division. Yeah. I mean, we're miles ahead, but the fact they're almost 20 games above 500 and we're still 11 and a half games ahead, like they're 9-1 in their last 10, but just, unlucky for them. So are we. um, that's pretty funny. And then naturally we lose to him. Jeffrey Davis is ready to come back though. Again, so June 9th. We'll give him a rehab assignment. Why not? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And he goes 5 for 5. Eli Willits won Player of the Week, of course. Was always going to happen with that 3 home run game. Yo, hand for foot. Thank you. We lead like power rankings in every single one of our teams, almost. Yeah, the 2-6 loss that stinks. We got our only 2 runs in the top of the eighth as well, so we were just late to show up. I guess Mike Newton gets player of the game. Yeah, he destroyed us. 9K foot for hand. Wait, is that you and your alt? I guess for drops. Thank you, man. Um, yeah, Newton 9Ks, 3 walks, 4 hits. He destroyed us. Daniel Muhammad, 3 2/3, 5Ks, 3 walks. Like that's a absolutely. I feel you. That's that's kind of crazy. That's pretty wild. They keep spawning in these really good players as well. Oh wait, they got him in the first round. Wait, they're just straight rolling with him out of the pin instead of just starting him. Interesting, interesting. I play with Orioles. Is one closer enough for a whole season? Yeah, yeah. It's very normal to have just one closer. That's pretty standard. Now you might have a dude. Okay, I'll give an example. Right. So Cade Smith is our only closer here, but I might have. Well, there's no might. Let's say you have another guy that you would trust a lot, right? Like maybe Tanner Dunn in my case. That could also be your closer, maybe because he's quite, he's quite good. Could do well in high leverage situations. What you could do for anybody else you kind of would want to close, you can give them a secondary role over here, and you can put like closer if you want. That way, they would be the second option if it was required. Or I could have Sime. Like we have a really good pin, so fortunate enough to have a bunch of options. But yeah, game two, at Atlanta, we went 8-6. Game three, oof, we lose the series. That's actually annoying. Which I mean, they're they're not bad. We're just miles ahead and don't even have to like stress it. What a game from Tusley though. 10Ks. Is that his first ever 10 strikeout game? If we go to history, game achievements. Okay, no, it's not. Wait, it's only a second in the majors. Okay, so never mind. All these were in the minor leagues. 10 plus Ks against the Pirates, April 26th, and then 2 months later, 10 plus Ks versus the Braves. No walks in both games, by the way. That's actually kind of nuts. What is his control at now as well? It's only 45 versus lefties. Versus righties, it's actually 50. So never mind. That's a little deceiving. A little deceiving. That's cool that you ended up rolling with the Orioles. 202 ERA plus, 2.5 WAR, by the way. It's cool to see him come around for now. Don't want to get ahead of myself. Will Sanders gets player of the game, their starter. Wait, Mike. Oh, never mind. It's just because he hit him against our minor league team. All ChatGPT, they recommended you the Orioles. Yeah, that's not a bad pick. They're like a team that's not really guaranteed to win anything, but also not a team that's like absolutely terrible. They have a pretty like their stars are pretty, semi young, so fun team. Now we got the Padres at home, who are 33 and 42, and then the Angels, who are 39 and 35. They're actually leading the NL West right now, and we lose. And okay, yeah, Sanchez is ready to come back. Hold up, should be good too. Yeah, he's had multiple plate appearances. He's fine. He's fine. He's ready to come back. That means okay, we got a choice to make. I'm not gonna lie, David Costa he's only had 29 plate appearances coming off of the bench, so it doesn't much matter. But he was strictly here as a fill-in. We'll go ahead and bring Sanchez back, who did well in his rehab assignment, but it's time for him to come back regardless. And then Davis can come back, so we're probably. Oof, okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is where things get really, really, really weird because there's no one player here that I'm comfortable like giving up on. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Raniel's on 3.1. His projected ARB is 6.8. Sanchez is on 4.1. His is 7.6. I kind of trend toward being time to move on from Sanchez, regardless of like 5 point difference in overall. Mm, this is gonna be tough. What else is really tough is benching Achilles Perez, who's been starting at first while Davis has been out. What a crazy situation, to be honest. Yeah, but I'm last in league, 9-20. That's okay though. That's okay. Oh, Orioles in okay, Kansas. Yeah, the Royals. Orioles and Royals. Trying to think this through. So it's like a month before the trade deadline. I don't know how active or what kind of juice we might would get for Sanchez at this point. But I'd love to just trade him for prospects instead of like an immediate MLB return. Or we trade Runiel. I mean, overall, I like the look of Sanchez's profile better, but we really need some tiebreakers here. They're both. Wait, no, they're not both lefties. I was getting him confused with what's his name that we traded before. Let's see. You know what? We shop them both. We shop them both. Let's see. Just do single player prospects. Yeah, that's horrible. Okay, which is kind of expected. Him being 45 overall, it's probably not going to help him pull his weight much. What's really going to be tough for Sanchez is he doesn't have the MLB stats working in his favor this year. Okay, hold up. Okay, 19-year-old second baseman. Okay, well he's a horrible defender. He does have 50 infield range, but yeah, he's just the first baseman or DH. He can't play outfield either. So, it'd be better than nothing right now. I gotta be honest. There's some 24-year-olds here, but like the AI this year are moving players up way too fast. I will say. Will Green, 65 stam. I mean, he's not awful. He's like average, which is kind of what Sanchez is, other than his power. Manny Hernandez. Wait a minute. Okay, this dude looks better than a 45. Look at his defense. But this just adds somebody else that would need to be on the active roster. I'm going to be honest. I'm really surprised, but this is his rookie season. Hmm. And I'm really not trying to trade with an interdivision rival, specifically one that just beat us. Juan Torres, 45 potential control. I think between the two starters so far, I like Will Green more. Okay. Yeah. I think we might do this trade for Will Green. It's just an okay looking pitching prospect back. This report's from June 23rd. Okay, today actually. That's kind of weird. It's literally from June 23rd, and that's today. So don't get any more accurate than that. Down here at the bottom, so you'll see he's had all green in his recent reports: July, March, August, March, all green every time. We're going to trade Jordan Sanchez for Will Green. Reason being is we just our outfield's too crowded. I think Jordan's still a fine player. Like he's only on 4.1. His ARB estimate is only 7.6. But I don't know. It sucks having to tiptoe around playtime forever. Yeah, the depth is cool and all, but there's a thin line of him ever getting in over James Wood, Liao, or Perini. You know what I mean? And I know Wood's out right now, but he's only out for one more week. And Perini is doing great. I would hate to bench him while Sanchez has not been great. Um, So yeah, that's where I'm at. Sanchez is a better defender, all that jazz, but I'm gonna go with my gut. Something that's gonna help save us a lot of time going forward in the future as well. So it's for the first pitcher, Will Green. Yeah, 22-year-old, okay looking starter, good stamina. He's a lefty. So we'll do a trade with the Rockies. I think he'll actually go there and probably jumpstart his career even more, to be honest, in course. Um, yeah, we're gonna complete the trade. Overall or interest decreases slightly, understandable. But yeah, I think his 65 power, 60 versus lefties, will go there, and he'll be really good. I think so. Good for them, I guess. Now Davis can just come back. Now we just have to switch up our depth chart a tiny bit. Let's see. All right. I don't want to do this. Let's go like this. Boom, boom. Perez has got to get more play time though. There's no other way to say it. Let's remove Cruz. Um, okay, so in the outfield, Cruz can play across the outfield, right? Yeah, left, center, right. Put him here, and then Perez. He doesn't have outfield range. It's 45, so not really. Abia, no. Okay, so it's gonna be Cruz, pretty much out here, and then Wood will be back in a week. Who needs to be on the bench now? Perez. I think Davis is obviously going to be like full time starter at first, but we gotta get Achilles more reps. His defense works at short, so he'll just be priority number one at backup across. Wait, what's his infield arm? 65. What is Abia's? 55. That works. What is Ronnie's? 60. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, Perez. We'll give him second and third. We'll give Abia. Wait, no. We'll give Perez short and third. We'll give Abia second priority. We'll give Abia first base priority as well. Perez, Cruz, Abia, Hernandez. Perez will be first DH up if someone is tired. We'll move Roniel for now. Do Ronnie like this. Just because Roniel's starting here. Okay, beautiful. I think. All right, we'll paste that. Let's go fix our lineups real quick. Okay, okay. I hate that it always wants to put Irvin in the four hole or the five hole rather. Irvin was Bass Hernandez. Iglesias. He ended up with 60 power versus both-handed pitchers, by the way. That's amazing. Wait, what the heck? You guys want to see something? This is the first time my cats. Well, those of you that know, we got a new cat as well, the kitten. This is the first time they've slept this close together on the tower. Look at this. I want to move the camera. And the little one got the top. The one we had the longest, the bigger ones on the second story. That's kind of funny. That's great though. They're really starting to get along a lot more now. Like they play a ton together. That's pretty cool though. I'm looking going to take a picture real quick. So my girlfriend's not able to see it right now. Boom. It's funny. Okay. Liao, Iglesias. I think that's better. That's better. Davis. This is tough. Okay, let's just get to the nitty gritty. Versus righties. Hernandez is crushing righties. 200 WRC plus. Only 16 games started. But still, we can overreact. Um, Davis, Iglesias, Greeny. Dude, for some reason Liao's really struggling versus righties. What about recent? Mm, up and down. I think we do this though. Something like that versus righties is good, I think. Okay, versus lefties. Willets. Bass is, I mean, like he's still doing good versus lefties, so I don't want to say he's doing bad, but it's worse than previous years. That's all. I think let's give Willets lead off here versus lefties, and then Irvin Liao is just doing way better. Like the difference, like it's 80 higher WRC plus than versus righties, and he's pretty freaking the exact same bat. Then I think we go Irvin Liao, and then who's got like the best power? Well, Liao, Irvin. Okay, never mind. That was kind of a dumb question. What if we go? Wait, no. Yeah, we go Iglesias Liao. Bass Bruni Roniel. We go Bass Davis Roniel. That works. That's better. That's better. Thinking about going into commish mode and seeing if I can snag one of these 80 potential 17-year-old Koreans. Not sure if I can change their team and league in their profile or not. Yeah, you can. You can. Definitely can. I can show you how real fast. Yeah, you just go like you said, commish mode. Then you go into their editor. You scroll down here at the bottom, and then right here, team information. You can change it right here. First, you choose the league, and then it'll give you the option to choose the team, and that's it. They will be yours. Drop a save real fast since we did a bunch of lineup changes. We're gonna have to mess with it again right after James Wood comes back, though. Yeah, we lost that one 3-2. That's really annoying. There was no scores at all between both teams. I mean, we got two of or only two in the bottom of the sixth. They got all three of theirs in the top of the seventh. Pitching duel till that point, I guess. Cooper was great, and then they have this guy Scoggins, who's great as well. Similar profile to Cooper, funny enough. Cooper actually has slightly better stuff, but watch, there'll be a bust on my like that. I mean, at least you can say you tried it. And we're still selling out games for the most part. There's like a slight dip right there. We could probably still go higher than 35. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna squeeze all the money. The Orioles want Angel. They want to send us Felipe Sanchez, Jesus Martinez. There's an interesting bat, funny enough. He's a AAA this year. He's not going to strike out like hardly ever. His BABIP stinks though. Really weird bat. He's going to make contact, but it's going to actually land for a hit a below average amount of times due to his batting average on balls in play. Average numbers of balls in the gap, below average home runs, average number of walks. That's an interesting player. I don't know though. It's kind of just a big nothing trade. Armando De La Cruz. Yeah, I mean he's 26 though. Like he's a good defender. I'm not concerned with like ever losing him, but I don't know. The trade just doesn't do much for me either way. Okay. First game back with the lineup changes, and we lose 6-7. Of course. And James Wood suffers a setback. So he's out for another week. Classic, classic. TJ Ellie homers 3 times down in a minor league game. Alex Gutierrez, bad scouting discovery. Severely strained hip muscle. That's annoying. All right. Surely we don't get swept. We do. Holy crap. What is going on? Okay, so another team wants Angel. This time, the Guardians. They want to send us Landon Bull. Um, yeah, so they played him up in the majors this year a little bit, and he's not great. Like he didn't do great, but I mean, don't know. Our report's from June 14th, so like 12 days ago. And he lost. Yeah, everything's red. He looks okay, but to be honest, he's going to be more usable for us than like Angel ever will be. Plus, Angel's 26. Like, he was strictly a utility guy if you had to call him up for defensive reasons. I actually don't hate this trade. I got to be honest. No, he's not amazing. Like, the potential in his pitches rating really blinds you. If you come here and look at him up top, this always helps me like come back down to earth a little bit and realize like, okay, this dude's average. Especially being 24, he's probably not going to reach that potential, but an average depth reliever just chilling down there is good enough for me. He will have to be on the 40 as well, which I think Angel's already on the 40. Yeah. So I'm taking that trade. Landon go down to. Oh wait, we gotta put him on the 40 first. There we go. Sweet. Yeah. So that sucks. We're on a 4-game losing streak, by the way. I can't tell you the last time that happened. We got walked. We scored 2 in the bottom of the ninth. I thought we got walked off, but never mind. That's tough though. Dirk gives up 3, Lombard gives up 2, Dunn gives up 2. I mean, everybody was just giving up runs. Bass was injured while running the bases. Looks like he's all good though. And then 1-6. Held to 1 run. How many did we leave on base? 7 on base. They left 6 on base. Jennings, 1K, 2 walks over 6 innings for them. Yeah, I mean, that's what he does, huh? He's not going to strike anybody out, but he's not letting you get a freaking hit. His velocity is only 88 to 90. Only 88 to 90. But he suppresses the heck out of any power at all. Like, look at his breaking run value on his pitches, 99th percentile. Holy crap. What's his ground out percentage? Do I have it down here as a stat? I don't have it at the bottom. That means I probably can't see it here. I should add it to the bottom. Let me go look because I'm just really curious for Dave now. Dave Jennings. Wait, I just removed it all together? Okay, cool. Let me go here. It's not there. Okay, dude. Whatever. I could just go searching for it, but I used to always have it. I guess I'm thinking of my 26 view. It's not that big of a deal. I was just curious. Pretty crazy though. I just got injured and I put him on the IL for 60 days, but he recovered after 10 days, and I can put him back to roster. Okay, so yeah, whenever. So what you got to do is you kind of have to estimate correctly, if that makes sense. So like let's say, so the IL is different lengths for hitter and pitchers. So I have Cade Smith, who's technically injured here, right? If I go to transaction, place on IL, so it says he's going to be out. Well, he's not technically out; it's day to day, so they can still play with day to day injuries. It's up to you, kind of, or your manager. But it says he would be out for 1 week ultimately. So if I go to transaction, place on injured list, I would choose the 15-day IL since that's the closest to the 7 days that he's projected to be out. Sadly, you have to wait till the IL time is up though before they can actually come back. It's not whichever. It's not whichever happens first. It's for the entire length of the IL time. It's not whenever the injury is done. So yeah, there's like a thin line you got to balance between putting them on the IL for a 1 week day-to-day injury or not. Yeah, no, he's not going to IR though. But what we will do, guys who are day-to-day that are out for like a week, I'll go to strategy, and instead of putting it on lit manager side, I do severity at least minimal. So anytime he has a minimal day-to-day injury, he'll get benched. Yo, what's up, Carlos? Awesome, you're live, man. I've been diving deep into your videos. I just purchased the game yesterday. No shot, man. Let's go. Hopefully they help you out. If you got any questions at all as well, I got you. I can help you out, man. Feel free to ask away. It doesn't matter if the question's been asked before. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense, Ed. They like I know it's a little confusing, but once the IL time is up, you can bring him back at any point. So like I could technically bring James back because his IL time is up, but since he's still injured, uh I can keep him on there as well. Okay. Can we end this here, by the way? The Angels lost their lead in the NL West. Oh my gosh, we lost again. We're on a 5-game losing streak. It's over. It's over. Edgar Sanchez, horrible scouting discovery. It's a bad time. What happened in this one, man? What is going on? It's since we did the lineup change. I mean, 7 Ks, 3 earned for Ed for what? Not Ed in YouTube chat, by the way. We got an Ed Enriquez. What's up, Eleanor? What's more important, stuff or control? Ooh, that's a great question because that's actually one thing. You know what? I think control. Now, are we assuming the player is average at everything else, or is it like okay, that because that's a very broad question. I'm probably thinking into it too much. I'm gonna say control. Here's why. Now, for reliever stuff, for a starter control, if I have a starter that has less than 45 control, I'm probably not a very happy person. But if I have a reliever, on the other hand, like, do we have one, by the way? Okay, Schlee, good example, right? So Schlee has 40 control, and he's not pitching. He pitches like 1 inning at most, right? Yeah, he can have his walks here and there, but like he's facing less hitters overall. Yeah, and then a starter, yeah, you already get it, you get it. Whereas a starter, like if they're getting tons of walks because they're pitching for multiple innings, tons of batters faced, yeah. Now his says 45, but like versus righties, it's 50. Um, But yeah, 45 is my cutoff for starters. For relievers, I mean, I still care about it. Don't get me wrong, but I can live with like 40. Below 40 for relievers, it gets a little scary, but you'll still have dudes who are still very good with like under 40 control as long as they have the stuff. I mean, it's like real life, right? Dudes who throw super hard out of the pin usually have worse control of their pitches. Um, Dudes who are good at both, then they're just the goat probably. I guess I have a question. How much do you sim at a time? So I personally, you probably already saw it, but I just kind of go day by day. Just clicking the little check mark up here. There's no issue as well. Like, let's say that's a question I actually get a bunch. So like, do play it however you want to play it, right? Like, if you want to manage every game or watch every one, absolutely. If you want to like do one day at a time, check out box scores here and there. Um, and I just kind of during the middle of the season, it's kind of just on autopilot, right? It's basically just managing injuries and adjusting the lineup accordingly over and over until we get to like the postseason or whatever it may be. Sometimes I'll watch games um, where maybe we have like one of our favorite rookies are debuting or something, like their debut game or something like that. But otherwise, I usually just watch playoff games of my own. We'll watch the occasional just random game in the middle of the season, just if we haven't watched one in a long time. But yeah, usually I sim day by day, but you can also skip like event to event. Like if I wanted to mass sim to the draft on July 11th, the game will stop simming whenever there's an injury to handle or something as well. So totally preference. Some people play every single game. Some people manage every single game. I like to operate as just the GM, so we actually still hire a manager, and I let my manager make all the decisions in game just for like immersion reasons. And it also just slightly adds like the tiniest bit of extra challenge to the game just because you're not deciding whenever your hitter swings or when somebody steals and stuff. So yeah. Mm-mm. I have to watch it. You know what? You're right. Do we watch one? You're right. We are playing at home. We did just come off another 6-4 loss because they scored 3 runs in the top of the ninth. Who's pitching next? Oh, Tusley as well. Who's been electric this year. A 2.02 ERA in pretty much his rookie season. Last year he just had 10 innings up. No, I think Christopher's right. He says we got to watch a game to break the losing streak. This is probably the longest losing streak we've had since like 3 years ago, like 2029 probably, maybe 2030. That's kind of funny. I mean, we're still, with that being said, 56 and 23, still 8.5 games ahead of the Braves, but they're like rolling right now. The team isn't bad. They have really good pitchers. Like, look at this rotation: Paul Skeens, Mike Newton, Malik Mitchell, and then their 4 starters at least like a 50 overall, and RJ Gordon. Hitting side, they're obviously weaker there. They have this guy Carter Bowman who's pretty nasty. Yo, what's up, Adam? Yeah. Like there's like a thin line, I guess, for starters because we had a dude in Sakura. Some of you guys probably remember him. His ratings probably regressed by now. I wonder where he's at now. Oh, he's down in on double A team. Okay, Sakura would have been a good example. So he was like 45 everything except for his stuff was 55 and his control was 45. He still had good years with us, funny enough. He was a dude I never fully trusted, but you'll see like he was still a positive war player, and then he fell off in 2032 and we just parted ways with him. But yeah, definitely for starters, control more than stuff, but then relievers, probably stuff more than control. All right, but we're gonna watch a game. Tusley will be on the mound for this one. That'd actually be fun. I don't know if we've watched a live Tusley game yet, so let's jump into it. How's McCurry doing? Good question. Yeah, I mean, probably doing McCurry things if we're being honest. Yeah, he's killing it. A 159 ERA plus 2.9 WAR on pace for 6. Insane. Wait, oh, that's AAA. Never mind. I was looking at his quality start percentage of 1,000, and it was only 2 starts in AAA. I was like, wait a what the heck? But yeah, he's pretty gross. They gave him a big contract, by the way. They went ahead and locked him up, probably for the better, to do it this early because they would have been paying him way more than that when they signed it. They signed it prior to this year. All right, let's watch this game against the Angels. They're going to have Cade Horton on the mound. He's not great. Can't lie. I like our odds here. I like our odds for sure. I was on an expansion team in an extreme pitcher park. If they just had control and stamina, they were locked for at least 3 more. Oh yeah, yeah, because extreme pitcher park, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like even so, like Oracle Park. Like I'm in an online league that's still in 26 right now. As the Giants, dude. If I can handle like 45 movement guys in that park, which is pretty crazy. Okay, obviously they're hitting first. We got the red on red matchup today. Husley is pretty much a rookie. Like I said, he only pitched 10 innings last year. He's had multiple, I'll say multiple, he's had at least 10 strikeout games this year. His ERA is 2.01 in 12 starts so far. Well, he's 10-2, so it might be more starts. But as far as the one he had a decision in. But he is going to get up a hit. He is going to give up a hit early here. Holy, speak English. No double play here, I don't think. No throw at all from Irvin, actually. 0-2 delivery. It's him swinging. Joe Adele, runners on first and second. Full count again. Gets him looking. All right, Ethan Bass will lead us off, and it's Jordan Irvin after that. Trying to break the 5-game losing streak. Slaps this one the opposite way for a leadoff single. Oh, no. Irvin might have grounded into a double play here. No, not quite. Too slow. Iglesias, full count. It's going to move the runner, but he is going to be the second out of the inning. Need a base hit here for Jeffrey Davis. 2-2 count. And he's going to be out number 3, sadly. Strand. Irvin at third. Dang, they got a leadoff single here in the top of the second. Oh, no. What is that? He made a dissect off that. Wait, what? Ronnie's starting center today. That's why. That's annoying. Calvin's out today. He must be getting a rest day. I just realized. Which Ronnie's not terrible at center. But that's just... Oh, wait. He is terrible because I forgot. He's not technically a 50 there yet. All right, well, we live with it. That's very tough. We go from a Gold Glove winner to a 20 at center this game. We'll be fine. I love how he instantly makes an error, though. Eli Willits leading us off in the bottom of the second. Strokes this one to right. I think it's going to be called, though. Nope, actually, solo home run. I can't lie. I thought that was going to get snagged. I guess it helps that they have Joe Adele, who has a 40 at center field in center right now. Willits, though, gets us kicked off right. Luis Raniel now tries to lay down a bunt. And he dropped it foul, it said. 1-2 count now. Swings away this time. Not going to be 2. Oh, is it going to be 2? Wow. I thought that was hit way too slow to be 2. That's annoying. William Contreras gets the start today over Hernandez. We have a few guys resting today. That typically would have been Daniel Hernandez starting and Leal starting over Cruz. Cruz and center could end up being an issue. on the rest days for Liao. I know what we'll do, actually, to fix that going forward. Loosely walks one here after striking one out. 2 outs, though. Full count. And he gets another K. I think he's already up to 4, right? 4 strikeouts. Do 3 for him. Ronnie makes a routine play that time. I'm a liar. That's Joe Adele. The red is throwing me off bad. Back to the top of our lineup. Bass is out number 2. Jordan Irvin now. 2-2 count with 2 outs. And he's going to fly out as well. Now Joe Adele is up. 1-2. It's him swinging. That's strikeout number 7 for Tusley. Here in the top of the 4th. Number 8. Ben Rice now. 2-2. Number 9. Oh my gosh. We're going to get 10 Ks through 5. Iglesias. 3-1. And he grounds out. We can't get a hit off this guy other than the solo shot. Jeffrey Davis. Big power. And he's not going to show it off here, sadly. Willits. Come on, give us another solo shot. Why not? Not quite. He's going to be out number 3. Loosely looking for strikeout number 10. It's some De Jesus here. Uh-oh, delivery. Ah, it's going to be a base hit. Watch, we're just going to jinx it now. He's never going to get the 10th. 1-1. Lays down a bunt. It goes foul, though. 1-2 now. 2-2. And instead of the bunt... Okay, he lines out. I thought that was going to land in front of Iglesias out there. Full count. Gets him swinging. That's strikeout number 10 in the top of the 5th. Henry Malloy will be out number 3. Still up just 1-0. We need some insurance bad. I don't want to ruin this start for him. Robbie Perini, 3-0 count. And it was actually a 4-pitch walk. Willis Runiel now, 0-1. Lays down a bunt. He is going to move the runner. William Contreras, need one out of the infield here. 2-0. He's going to move the runner as well. More like a harder bunt from him. 2 outs. Need a base hit for Ronnie Cruz. He goes down swinging. That's tough. Javi Rodriguez, they have this nasty third baseman. The Angels do, by the way. He is insane. He is gross. Had the batting title in 2031 and 2032 for the AL. Tanner Dunn enters the game now after Tusley finishes a really solid day on the mound. Full count now. Dunn comes out and instantly sets somebody down. Now he's facing Mike Harrison. 2-2 count. And I think that's going to be... Oh, no. Called by Cruz. All right, nice. Joe Adele. 1-2. Come on, Cruz. Back-to-back outs in what inning? Oh, Lee. 20 rating at center field for what? Ethan Bass. So we got the top of our lineup here in the bottom of the 6th. Doesn't matter. He goes down swinging. Jordan Irvin. Same count. He grounds out again. Oh, wait, no. They botch it at first. He's on base. We'll take it. Alex Iglesias. Irvin goes. Wow, what a throw. That's crazy. He's only thrown out 12 of 70 base stealers as well, De Jesus has. What is his arm? 50? Okay, well, Irvin's not a bad base runner. That's... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. That's annoying. I don't blame him, our manager, for like sending Irvin there, or a base coach. But it's really tough. 2-1 for Iglesias. Fights this one off of him, but that will be out number 3. Been a pitcher's duel so far. Tanner Dunn still in the game. He's going to ground out the Willits at second. And Rice, same thing. Willits at second. And then De Jesus, 2-2. And he's going to fly out to Irvin at third. Really good 2 innings for Dunn so far. Jeffrey Davis, 1-2. 70 power. And he actually gets a base hit. Wow, thought it was going to be tall. Eli's going to turn around and fly out, though, unfortunately. That's not going to ever move the runner. Phillies Perez, full count for him. Been a great hitter this year. He actually draws a walk here. Goes on first and second for Luis Runiel, who's sadly been cold recently. 1-2. All get down, please. No. Runner can't tag off that either. It's hit a little too hard on the line drive. William Contreras, 3-0. He walks. Bases loaded for Ronnie Cruz. who has not been hitting well either, off the bench. Oh, delivery. Please, get down. No, man. We strand the bases loaded. We bring in Jason Schlee now. After Tanner Dunn gave us 2 really good innings. Going to be fielded by Bass for out number 1. 0-1 delivery. Same thing. Bass getting a workout this inning. Henry Malloy, 0-2, and Schlee strikes him out. All right, Bass, after recording 2 outs, is now coming up to hit. Leading off the bottom of the 8th. He'll be out number 1. Dude, this is crazy. Both teams only have 4 hits apiece. Let's go. We got 5. Can you believe it? Iglesias. 1-1. They bring in Jeff Hoffman, and he crushes it. The first pitch, well, technically not the first pitch from Hoffman, but the first batter Hoffman faces. Iglesias hits a 2-run home run to put us up 3-0. Actually, Iglesias' 16th homer this year. Davis looking to do the same. Not quite, though. He will fly out the left. Much needed insurance there. Eli Willett, 2 outs. He'll fly out to right. All right, we just need our pen to keep doing their thing. Jason Schlee is still in the game, facing the lethal Javi Rodriguez. And then they have Mike Harrison up next. So some power coming up in their lineup. He will ground out. That's a huge start. Harrison has 65 power. Sets him down. Let's go Schlee. Joe Adele. Sets him down as well. Wow, and that closes it out. We win 3-0. It was a gritty one. But, yeah, Christopher over in the YouTube chat was right. We just needed to watch a game to break the losing streak, I guess. What a weird game, though. It took us a while. But Tusley, another 10 strikeout game. Only 1 walk, 4 hits. Thankfully, we did not blow it for him. By the way, he gets some crazy K games, like 8 Ks, 8 Ks. Random little 3 here. But then 10 with 50 stuff versus righties. 45 versus lefties. So, I don't know how he does it, man. I'll take it, though. I'll take it. Yes, sir. It's all cause of you. That was a great suggestion. Drop a save real fast. We ended the losing streak. We definitely got to save. All right. Can we keep it going though? That's the real question. Nationals crown king, Florida Complex East. So nice. Florida Complex League team wins their division. All right, that's all it took. Back-to-back wins. We win this one in extras. Walk it off in the bottom of the 10th. Man, we had 14 hits in their 6, and it was 5-4. That's annoying. How many did they leave on base? They only left 2 on base. We left 13 on base. Because why wouldn't we? So what happened here? Clutch hit from Luis Roniel on the bottom of the 10th and delivered a run-scoring single. Nice. Cooper went 7 2/3, 7 Ks, 3 earned. Randolph gets credited with the dub, 3 Ks, 1 earned. Cooper does get player of the game, though. That's huge. We needed that, though. Hopefully that's the spark. Hopefully that's the spark we needed. Nice little off day. Then we face the Pirates to kick off July. We'll check out the stats through June, though, after this. All right, owner's hitting us up in the midseason review. He's happy with the record. He wants us to extend Willits. And I mean, obviously, I don't hate it at all. I would like to extend Willits as well. Give you credit. When SJ Gold Glove Award winner, you listened. Hayden Dirk was a nice addition. Okay. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I guess he does have a 70 rating at pitcher, but not the one to care about defense too much there. Increased attendance. He loves seeing a happy family. Yeah, I mean, so he's just happy about everything. Fans have turned off to this team. Bro, give us time. You act like we've been great for years. We're going to try our luck here. We're going to go up to like $38 on tickets, and I bet this will drop a good bit more, but we'll see. We'll see. Expiring personnel contract. Our manager's expiring, and then our third base coach. Let's go check that out. I'd love to bring our manager back. He's probably going to want a bag, though. The dude has been amazing since he joined us. Our assistant GM, might as well. He'll probably just want something cheap. I'm not too concerned with ever, like, actually keeping an assistant GM. It is cool to just see the opinions. Yeah, so our manager, since he joined, I mean, playoffs, one World Series. This year, we're destined to obviously make playoffs again. Um, he has my favorite personality setup, but yeah, he's probably definitely going to want a nice pay increase. Let's see. He wants 3-3 now. We give it to him. I'm not even going to argue it. You're coming back. 2033. Okay. Third base coach. He's coming back as well. He's very good at all the base coach stuff for the staff roles. And he has good personality set up. So we'll go ahead and give him his. And then who else was it? Oh, yeah. Our assistant GM. Jose Perez. Let's see. We might as well. I don't know. We'll see how much he wants, actually. He wants 875,000. Okay, that's what he's wanting. Nah, we'll just sign a new assistant GM. Like, we can really cheap out an assistant GM. It literally doesn't matter at all. It's just a nice boost for your personality stuff for your staff. Other than that, to be honest, it just doesn't matter. But it can just be a free boost to personality, like staff cohesion. But even with poor staff cohesion, you can still do well. Also, if you guys are like, what the heck is the name Jock Strap, Sir Plevington, Bill Siberia, like weird names, this goes over on Twitch. If you want, you can spend channel points to rename a staff member. If you would like to ask first. So the way it works, we'll keep that staff member until either they just price us out contract wise or they retire or something. Like I still treat them as I would any other staff member, even if they've already been named before. So if they suck and we choose not to keep them, then so be it. But I will obviously, if you do spend your channel points to try and rename a staff member on Twitch, um, I can help you know who's already been taken as far as staff member names. The only person you can't rename is our manager. That's the only person we're just going to keep with a, generic random name. Everything else is fair game, even in the minor league system as well. Your team just blew a 4-0 lead, currently tied 4-4 in the bottom ninth. Oh, man. About to buy your third base coach? Oh, no. Did he not send somebody for you? You know what's funny? We had a playoffs like that. Um, Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you for lurking. Always appreciate it. Um, did you have somebody, or did he not send somebody and he should have, or did he send somebody when he shouldn't have? We had that happen in the playoffs. It was actually funny. Our third base coach, we literally just let his contract expire after that season. I'm not even joking. And we end June with a dub, though. Anticlimactic save. We do. We win 5-2. All right, player development update. New scouting discovery, Francisco Bravo. Start of the month, Lyndon Harmon. Yeah. He's pretty much past his days of actually making it to the majors, though. Dante Alcantar. All right. Player development update. Cade Smith, current potential movement ratings drop to 50. Current potential control go up to 65. Sidemay's potential drops down to 70. Carlos control went up to 55. That's actually nice. That's huge, actually. He's been really good. Traded for him with Arizona. Ed, his control made it to 60. I wish his stuff would come around. That stuff with his control, he could be lethal, man. He could be lethal. I'd be thrilled. Sent someone when he shouldn't have. Classic. Okay, Dirk. His stuff drops to 60. His velo drops, which pretty much goes hand in hand. Jesse Cooper, his potential stuff went up to 55. His velo went up. And his potential rating is back up to an 80. That's our Cy Young winner. Iglesias, his eye and gap both improved. Whoops. I hate when it does that. Perini, his power made it to 50. His gap rating made it to 60. Yeah, he's pretty much almost. Well, that's a lie, actually. I was going to say he's pretty much fully filled out, but never mind. His eye has 10 points to go. His BABIP, okays. Naturally, his contact. Chris Defoe. See, this is a guy, when we were talking about on the topic of control for starters, like, he's kind of like what could have been, you know? He's 24, so his stuff, or his movement and home runs allowed probably isn't going to make it to what it says. His control's already capped at 40. He's going to strike dudes out, but he's going to walk a lot too. He's kind of just a what could have been story. And what sucks is he was a TCR guy as well. Like, so he's from the July of 2027 draft. So if we scroll down, he's from here. He was a 30 out of 45 when we drafted him. He made it to this. What's up? The kitten just hopped in my lap. He made it to this. He's a 45 of 60. But Sadly for him, the control never took off as well. Brian Crowley, yeah, he's 27 now. Landon Bull, who we just traded for, so we got a clear pitcher. I guess we'll get a new report. That one is from June 14th, but yeah, he's on the opposite end of the spectrum. Where lower control for a reliever. Like I think he would still be pretty good. Mondo Cruz. Let's see, a bunch of red here for a bunch of older dudes, which is fine. Hoy James, 26. Antonio Salas. Jake Olson. Israel Guzman. A lot of green. He's only 17, so nothing. A lot of green on that one though, like a ton. From a 16-year-old year. That's a good sign. We'll have to see what happens. Wait, he added a pitch. He added a screwball to his repertoire. Oh, the potential was okay. Well, it's a 20 out of 20 already. Classic. Classic. Ivan Gonzalez, Ray Gutierrez, Alex Lara. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's check out the stats real quick. First, hang on. Let's see how that first game versus the Pirates went. We won 5-2. Back to our winning ways. They got their 2 runs in the bottom of the seventh, and that was it. Irvin called the win a pick me upper. Honestly, that's true because we needed the vibes to continue positively. Dirk with a pretty solid game, I guess. Nothing crazy out of the pen either. He gets player of the game. Dirk does. Imanaga pitched for them. He's a 45 nowadays. So had a good pitching BABIP control, but that's literally it. He's 39. And they paid him 8.6 this year and next. He'll be 40. He pitched 106 pitches against us. 60 stamina. All right. Stats wise though, let's make sure we got no splits on. Through the month of June, Irvin leads the way in WRC plus with a 190, 5.2 WAR, on pace for 10.2 apparently. Had 10.1 last year. Next up is Willits with 151 and 4.1 WAR. Bass. Daniel Hernandez has been amazing since starting him. He's been everything we could have hoped for, like, and then some. I always thought he could be an at least average looking bat, especially for a catcher. So, very excited that it's actually working out. His arm does stink, so he's going to get stolen a bunch, but, like, he frames well and he blocks the ball well. So, it's all you can ask for. Achilles Perez, I feel bad because, like, he was starting games while Jeffrey Davis was hurt. Okay. And Davis is just that guy, if we're being honest, ratings wise. Perez was starting first while Davis was hurt, and he was hitting very, very, very good though. But we're still giving Perez his due because like he's first man up at short and third, so he's still going to get reps. He's still going to get plenty of reps. He'll get starts, and at DH. So he'll get his pinch hit opportunities. I just feel bad. It doesn't get any easier. Cruz at center, by the way, that's something we gotta mess with. Let's do this. Let's do. Here's what we'll do. We'll do Ronyo. We'll leave Cruz there just in case. There, like he needs to go there in a pinch, and we'll do that instead. I think that's just better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let me copy it versus both. Nice. Hey, Mike. Wait, is that what his nickname? Wait, is that his nickname the whole time? Wait, is that what they refer to him in real life? Because obviously he's a real player. Dude, they're either the best thing ever or the most annoying thing ever. No in between. No in between. Okay. Home run leader though. 21 Jordan Irvin on pace for 41. Next is Iglesias. 17, 16 for Davis, 15 for Leal, 13 for Perez. James Wood on the bench. He would probably be in pretty solid territory if not for the injury, but he was honestly underperforming power wise this year. So is what it is. But I mean, all the way around, every single starter except for Roniel has above 100 WRC plus. Um, yeah, and Roniel isn't technically a starter. He's usually our bench guy. That's why Cruz is our backup around here in a pinch. He can play infield and outfield. He's just more confident at the infield positions as of now. Outfield, he will learn them though. But I'm putting him out there in the meantime. Regardless, it'll be fine. But yeah, once James gets back, Roniel will lose right field privileges. Iglesias or will probably slide to right. Wood goes to left, so on and so forth. Um, yeah, pitching side though. ERA plus of 261 for Tanner Dunn. Best of the whole staff. He is coming out of the pen. 40 innings, 261 ERA plus, 1.64, 46 FIP, 1.56 ERA. Opponent's batting average is only 164 off of him. It's only a 127 off of Severin Lund in 21 innings, half the innings. Alan Tousley, though, our first starter on the list for ERA plus with 215, 2.8 WAR, 60 FIP minus. Pretty crazy. He gets a lot of run support as well. He gets 4.6 run support per start on average. So that's always nice. That's why he has 11 wins compared to someone who's getting what 3 runs per game. He's 7-2. Ed only has 7 wins, but I mean, still, with our record being this, I don't care about win loss for pitchers. I strictly have it here because it's fun to look at. Win loss is not indicative of if a pitcher, if a starter is good or not. But yeah, Saime, Randolph, like our pitching is just electric. Literally only one dude below 100, and it's Cade Smith, who has just been very like unusual this year. I mean, of course, it's right after we sign him, right? We get him in free agency. I mean, he is 34, but like he still looks very good. Like he looks very solid for his age. I think he'll be okay. Right now, he has his day to day, so he hasn't pitched since June 25th. It's July 1st. We just made sure he stayed benched while he's on his day to day injury. But all the way around, the team is great naturally. He leads in WHIP, 0.76 for Lund, Dunn, Lombard. Cooper with 1.01 is the first starter. What's K's per 9? Lund, who has a high strikeout percentage? Probably definitely, yeah, Lund. I thought I was gonna be done, but it's Lund. They both have 65 stuff. He throws 97 to 99. Dunn throws 96 to 98. First starter is Tusley, which is so weird. I don't get it. I mean, he throws 95 to 97, but like his stuff rating is just average. I'm not complaining. It's just funny. Walk percentage though, 11.6. The highest is Schlee, who does have the 40 control, but I mean, still not bad. But in turn, he leads in walks per 9 with 4.3. Most strikeouts total is naturally Tusley as well with 100. Cooper's right behind with 99. Let's give the most home runs. Herrera with 9. It's crazy because he has 60 home runs allowed, and Cooper has freaking 80 home runs allowed, and they're first and second. Most shutdowns goes to Saime, then Dunn, then Smith. Shutdown to meltdown ratio is still good for Cade to be doing poorly. He has 14 saves as well and one blown save. Like, I don't get it. Because his FIP minus is still good. His ERA plus is just rough. So, yeah. Quality start percentage is a 68% for Ed, 52% for Cooper. Really good season all the way around. All right, we got July, so the draft is near, very close. We will be getting to it tonight for sure. What else did I want to check? So Wood's back in 3 days. Okay, noted, noted. Looking at the draft order, we're obviously picking last to win the World Series. It's Cubs, Marlins, Astros. All right. Dang, the Athletics. We have a comp pick because of Rookie of the Year, but Athletics have two, or not comp pick, supplemental pick. The Athletics have two. That's insane. And they're also picking a 17. 3 picks, pretty much. All right, can we finish off the Pirates? We can. 6-2. 18-6. James Wood's ready to come back, but he is going on a rehab assignment. So that's good. Hopefully he stays healthy while on said rehab assignment. New update on Achilles Perez just because his overall just went up to 55 out of 55. He was our first round pick in 2030, so 3 years ago. The last year he was only up for 19 plate appearances. This year's pretty much his rookie season overall. He's been great. Let's look at the All Star voting update. It's not over, but just curious. Baldwin, Teal, Salas, naturally. Villarreal, Reamer, De Paula, second base. Dude, Romeo is going to stuff Willits so much. It's insane because he's so good. And it's just unlucky that these two exist at the same time, I guess. For Willits anyway. Like he's on pace for 7.9 more. He's on pace for 7.2. Like it's insane. Third base, Irvin leads by a crap ton, like 1.5 million votes. Second place is Dylan Doss. Wait, What the heck? Listed center fielder, by the way. He's qualifying for third. Jet Williams, he still looks good. 29 now. Eddie Rios at short, a freak with the Phillies. He's out for 4 weeks right now. That's tough. James Wooden left still has the lead despite being out for a very long time. Only 200,000, well, roughly 200,000, 300,000 vote lead. Ryan Waldschmidt in second. I guess left field is just, never mind. Ted Hines is pretty good with the Marlins. We'll say, I guess it's not very deep talent wise, but Calvin Liao at center. Finally, someone is dethroning Pete Crow Armstrong, and it's one of our own players. I can't believe it. I mean, it's rightfully PCA has been, he's that dude at center field. Like, he's very good, but I can't believe it. Someone's finally dethroned him. Yo, court ordered content. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. DH. Wait, we skipped right field. Carson Bench. Connor Griffin. What's he look like nowadays? He's 27 now. Regularly putting up 3 WAR seasons. Pretty consistent, obviously. Love to see it. I think the Pirates would be thrilled with that in real life. Carson Bench, though, yeah. We know all about this guy. He's out for 7 months. That is terrible. Oh my gosh, this contract is huge. He might come back fragile. He's been going through it. Yeah. Yikes for the Mets. I mean, don't want anybody to get injured, but that is a division rival. Bottenfield in second behind Iglesias, by the way. As far as pitching goes, we have Jesse Cooper there, and that's it for starters. The Braves have Newton, Enskeens, Chase Burns, and Yamamoto round out the starting staff. Johan Duran for relievers. Cade Smith is here. Popularity contest, by the way. That's all that is. Because I can't lie, I don't think Cade. He, yeah, like he's rightfully popular on previous years, but stats wise, nah. Mason Miller with the Dodgers, of course. Why wouldn't he be? But I mean, he's 34 nowadays. Still put up some good years though throughout. Rough year this year with the Giants a little bit. I mean, FIP minus was still above average, but this year though he's kind of struggling with the Dodgers a little. First year with him after leaving the Yankees, of course, from the Yankees to the Dodgers. And then we have Tanner Dunn there. So we'll see how the final voting ends. We got the Giants 4 games away in San Fran, then 3 games away in Houston. We won't be home for a while. Hopefully, we can make the most of it. We've also been away in Pittsburgh for 3 games, and we lose that 3-5. Game 1 of that series. New scouting discovery, nothing crazy. New report on Lyndon Bull, who we had just traded for. Nothing changed since the last time we actually looked at him, though. So went to game 2, 10-2. Game 3, 9-5. Game 4, we lose it 1-2 in the 10th. So we split the series with the Giants, who are 40-48, which is good enough for last in their division. Oh, the Rockies ran away with it. 8.5 games. I guess it's not technically running away with it, but like 8.5 game lead in the NL West is nothing to slouch at with how good the Dodgers still look. Next biggest lead is the Red Sox over the Yankees by 8. 5.5 game lead for the Brewers. Crazy. Yeah, this Giants team isn't great either, so it sucks to split the series with them, but it is what it is. Bottom of the 10th, though, they walked it off, sadly. Facing Schlee, run scoring sac fly from Lorenzo Miola. Wow. Yeah, the 30 WRC plus guy in 193 plate appearances walks it off. Classic. It's like a football manager. Dude who hasn't scored all year scores in like the 90th minute against you. Classic, classic. All right, we got the Astros and the A's. We lose 0-7. 2 hits. We got held to 2 hits. Who was pitching? My God. Okay, well, Hunter Brown. That kind of makes sense. I mean, his ratings look kind of average, but like he's a good baseball player. He's been very consistent. So it makes sense. He had 10 Ks, 1 hit through 6 innings. And then Sears comes in, 3 innings, 1 hit. Got destroyed. Who had the 2 hits? Cruz and Irvin. Yikes. Okay. July's just not going to be our month, huh? We lose that one 3-2, bottom of the ninth. It was 2-2 going into the bottom of the ninth. We scraped back in the top, but Welbin Francisca, walk-off hero for Houston, dramatic run scoring single. Tusley had 8 Ks, 3 walks, 2 earned. Lund gave up the winning run in that one. We do win game 3, so we don't get swept, but we do lose the series. Perini gets player of the game. 4 walks for Cooper in that one. Perini went 1 for 3, 4 RBIs, 2 walks. He also had a home run. Davis had his 19th home run of the year. Herrera wants an extension. We'll loop back around. All these dudes want extensions. I actually want to see something real quick. I need to do this as well for our upcoming free agents. Just mass offer all minor league contracts extensions for everybody that is one. Then really we just have Dirk. Like Herrera's expiring. Lombard and Contreras were letting walk. So ultimately, like Lombard's coming out of the pen this year. He's been very good, but he's 34. He's not in our rotation anymore. He wants 19 million. Okay, dude. Contreras, he's been a great servant to the club, but he's on his way out. Herrera, maybe. Dirk, I don't know if I see myself doing it because he's gonna want like he's good, but he's 31. I don't know. That's something I don't even want to get into right now. Let's see because I think he wants a bag. Yeah, he wants 40 billion for 8 years. Talking him down to even 4 years will be a task. Not saying it's not possible, but dude, I don't like that at all. I hate it. And he wants a no trade clause in there, which isn't the end of the world because they can void their no trade clause in the middle of the season or middle of their contract or whatever. But I don't love that deal. Herrera at 5 years, maybe we could talk him down to 2 or 3. It's kind of my vibes on that right now. He's been with us the past 4 and been really, he's been solid 2+4 every year except for last year. This year he's easily going to hit 2 again. So much needed off day before we're finally back at home for a nice stretch, and then we have the draft tomorrow as well. So yeah, we're actually going to do the draft before we see what happens in that game. Wait, Brad Campbell, didn't we? Yeah, we traded Brad Campbell there. I guess he's still on our favorite prospect short list. Yeah. Players promoted, batting leaders. That's down in minor leagues. All right, draft time. Here we go. How good are the Athletics right now? The Athletics are 46 and 45. Because their team isn't terrible. So I couldn't remember. All right, we don't pick to the last pick, so I'm not expecting anything crazy, but it'll be interesting to see who goes like top 3 here. Looking at the entire pool though. Actually, let's look at the mock draft first. Has Lavaseur going to the Cubs at 1 of 1. An insane defensive catcher. He also has outfield range, really good outfield arm, but yeah, really good defensive catcher. Could be like a solid on base bat. He's not really going to hit it in the gap or hit any home runs, but he'll walk a solid amount and make contact. So good personality as well. Jerry Rose at short, 18 years old. Looks very good. He's also durable. He's not a shortstop. Be more second. He can learn third as well with his arm. Nate Sullivan, third pick. Nate Spanky Sullivan, by the way. Owen Santora. This guy's also very good. His power will probably be lacking behind everything else the rest of the way. He'll be an average defender on the infield. He can't play short, but yeah, his bat is pretty developed. Really good base stealer. Ben Wilkerson to the Phillies, the pitcher. Yeah, honestly, this dude should probably go 1 of 1 if it were me. Probably who I'd take 1 of 1. George Kowick. This guy's not good. Good defender. He's similar defensive profile to this guy, but this guy just projects to hit better. But being 21 and looking like a 17 or 18-year-old bat is pretty scary for him, though. I can't lie. Johnny Barron and Chris Bird, Benny Copa starts to fall off pretty bad. Then Lee Adams. Going to be a crazy power bat. Already capped out 25 of 25 to avoid K. He's gonna strike out a million times per season. All right, though. Let's see how it shakes out. So the Cubs take Ben Wilkerson. Wow. Okay, so he did go 1 of 1. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean that would have been my 1 of 1 coming out of LSU, just like Paul Skeens as well. Funny enough. Yeah, definitely my 1 of 1. Marlins get JD. Okay. Astros take Jerry Rose. Kind of shaking out how we might have thought it would after the fact. Owen Santora. The Diamondbacks. I like his bat. Phillies get Denny Copa. Yikes. Personally wouldn't have done it, but hey, I'm not mad that they're in our division doing that. Nate Sullivan. Marcus Williams. I don't think we looked at him, did we? In the mock draft. Jalen Spear. Ooh. Wait, this is a great pick. He is already 22, but dude, he can play in the major. He can play in the majors right away. Me personally, I'd probably still play him in Triple A this year, then start him on the active roster next year. Like he's a Gold Glove defender across the board and the outfield. That's an amazing pick. Great base stealer. Dang, he's heading to Toronto. Rangers get Lee Adams. The Pirates get Chris Bird. Who do the Angels get? One more. Asa Smith. All right, let's send to our pick. It's gonna be dry. I can feel it. It's gonna be terrible. Yep, this is it. This is what we got. Another year, another 50 potential first round pick. Kenny Harper. No, let's just go down the list, shall we? All right, we got Xavier Dyson, Kenny Harper, Joe Ayers, Andrew Frank, bunch of relievers. Reliever, reliever, reliever. Nick Titlow. All right. Well, yeah, I mean he's not great. Corey Willis, switch hitting second baseman. Gary Amirslanov. Tough name. Yep. Perks of winning the World Series. Huh? Chad Chad Blice? I don't know. This guy's actually not terrible for a catcher bat. He's already 22, but like I don't know, due to what's here. Like, okay, never mind. The 40 BABIP is horrendous. But yeah, this is I fear this is cooked. Claude Chevalier. What a cool name. Craig Cottenham. 25 of 25 stuff at 20 years old, by the way. What? Frank Crispell. Wow. What a horrid draft. What a great year to have a supplemental first round pick as well. Oh man. All right. Well, guys, I hate to say it. This draft is going to be very, very fast. I think we have to go freaking Titlow. Like this is rough. This is really rough. I'm gonna keep him there for now. It's him or Willis. Like there's not even a 45 potential that's like sleeping down here that looks really good. See, now if he had like 45 control, honestly, I'd probably take that risk. But like, whoa, this is awful. Jeremy Gilmore, Matt Goldberg, Gregory, Briggs. Yeah, I'm looking for any dudes that have like at least 30 overall but 45 potential. Steve Palmer, I mean, has some defensive value, maybe average bat. I hate the BABIP not being at least 50. The switch hitter. Nick Parody. Dave Perrin isn't terrible. Like, I'll probably shortlist him to favorite or draft targets just so. Yeah, we're going to rely on TCR a lot for this draft. Mitch Ryback. Yeah, not a great defender either. Holy crap. Selby. 35 Stam. Dude, this is going to be the quickest draft I've ever had, I believe. I refuse to bore you guys with this class too long. Leonardo Acosta. All right. This is really bad. I know I keep saying it, but holy crap. Yeah. I don't know. I think we just gotta go Titlow. Let me compare Titlow and what's his name? Willis, I guess. Wait, who was David Burhall? Oh yeah, never mind. Awful defender. Jim Brown has some pop, but Joe Cohen. Yeah. All right. Willis and Titlow. I'm gonna compare these two. High potential. Willis has them on gap and I. But Titlow has them on power and K's. Hmm. Current ratings are pretty similar versus Willis having 5 higher I, but okay, never mind. They're both 18. I saw 19 for his jersey number, and I thought he was a year older. He's a switch hitter as well. What about defensively, like in their respective spots? So Titlow's a listed center fielder, I know, but he's not a center fielder. So his outfield range of 55. So he'd be playing left field mainly. His air is below average. His arm is average. Whereas Willis is listed at second, and that's all he can ever play with 50 and so they're both not great defenders, just average defenders. Like I don't know. We're taking Titlow, I guess. I, I mean, Corey switch hits. He also has high financial ambition, but he has high work ethic. Titlow has low financial ambition with no high work ethic. You know what? We'll take the dude who has high work ethic and wants to get paid more money. So, and he's relaxed and confident, aggressive when needed. Yeah, we're going with Willis. He has strong drive and he wants to make a lot of money. We're taking Corey J. Willis. And apparently going to pay him 10.5 freaking million for a 50 potential 18-year-old. Like, come on, man. What an awful class. All right, meet the man. Woohoo! Our pick again. Wait, Titlow's here. Okay. Honestly, this is not bad. Not bad at all. But this could be our chance to actually get an okay reliever, to be fair. Like I said last draft, I'm gonna be honest, my drafting video I made, it didn't completely go out the window, but I know I said don't take relievers early. With the new draft class nerfs, bro, second round onward, fair game, I think, at this point, as bad as that sucks. Because you get way more guaranteed value out of them. That's actually insane. What I really wish could happen, like I ultimately deep down I agree with the draft nerf because it makes it more realistic. There's no more like fake high potential guys. It kind of shows them more accurately to what their potential is. Now, it's not to say some dude in this draft class still won't get insane TCR and be like the GOAT of this sim, but I wish they could dilute the pool where so many relievers are the dudes who are like this. I wish they could dilute it with like a mix of starters and position players a little bit more. Because even in the first round when we sorted by potential, it was all relievers at the top. Who else did we have shortlisted earlier? Is he gone? I can't remember who it was. Let me see. Dave Perrin. No, he didn't get drafted. But he's a 45 potential. He must have been done way further. Yeah. He wants 2.6, so he wants even more than, which I ain't worried about the money, but he wants even more than Titlow. We'll just take Titlow. All right. Oh, okay. Well, the relievers actually stayed. We're taking Xavier Dyson. Do believe out of all of these, he's probably 45. Okay, so 75, 50, 50, 55. Yeah, very similar. Ground ball pitcher over the top. Ground ball over the top. Wait, I just look at the same dude. Yeah, I look at the same dude. Yeah. All right. Meet demand. Pedro Perez. A lot of pitchers still here. Jeff Armstrong's probably honestly who I do lean towards right now. Cody Frost, 18-year-old left-handed hitter. Ethan Hubbard, he's fragile. Mm, what's his nickname? Firecracker. Danny Firecracker Robinson. Sepulveda. This guy's an interesting pitcher. I wish his movement was higher. He's gonna have crazy control. 22 though. Jeff Young, Randy Ackerman. I don't know. I think let's look at just starters. Impossible. Never mind. Armstrong is impossible. We could do that and then just not sign him, and then just get in because it's the second round, right? Okay, no, third round. We could take him, not sign him, and then get a comp pick or a third round pick, not signing. Honestly, or we just straight up take Arroyo. Yeah, I think we're going to draft him, not sign him, and then take the comp pick. I'll draft our next pick. This is normal. Ethan again, the fragile guy. Control, Denny Robinson, Kevin Sprague, Zach Walton. I might take Zach Walton. Oh, he's impossible as well. Sign ability. Weber. In Wells. Shitty personality. He has good gap power. Currently at 17 is a switch hitter. Good avoid Ks at 17. His BABIP stinks. His eye stinks. Like, dude. Might take Jeff Young, to be honest. No power eye, but maybe he can be average everywhere else. What is he? Average? Wait, no. What's slot demand? Cam Adams is a okay defender at the corners. I want to compare Cam and who was it? Jeff Young? Okay, never mind. Yeah, we just go with Jeff. Jeff's a better defender as well. Jeff Young it is. Beat demand. Ackerman's still here. He keeps catching my eye, but I don't know. The 40 BABIP is awful. Nick's a lefty starter. Often cleans up during the clubhouse poker games. Like, he could. Never mind. His fastball's already capped at 30 out of 30. Okay. Nice. Cam's still here. Think I might take Cam. Or Dale Benoit. I think I might take Cam though. The bats are like just non-existent. Wait, Jesus Vanilla. He's a similar profile to the last dude we drafted, but he has 45 potential BABIP, which really sucks. I'm going with Cam. I'll just go with my gut. Demand. What does our scout say for once? Ken Chesko? Extremely self-confident, unwavering once he takes a position. I mean, all pitchers. Nick. Andy Bellotto. Already capped out 35 of 35 fastball as well. Like, what is going on? What a name. We'll just call him Khan. Could be San, I guess. I think I'm going to take him, actually. Who's just going to say this time? Chesko again. Or Shesko. Could be Sheska. Probably Sheska. Still in all pitchers. Vanilla's still here. I didn't see that. We should definitely probably take him still. Dude, he's obsessed with Chesko. Keep asking him, and he keeps giving us the same guy. Will Colbert, Seth Fitzer. I'm looking at the personalities here now. Jesus Hernandez, Dan Hoy, Zach Leonard, McGuire. Okay, let's What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Uh, shoot. Who has like the best? Okay, never mind. It's gonna be all stamina guys. Yeah, I was waiting, hoping a defender would pop up there. I guess I could literally just do this, huh? Yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, these dudes are awful. Okay, noted, noted. Think about to just auto draft the rest in round 8. Usually go like we go all 20 easily. Actually, let's snag us a catcher first. Let's see. There's a solid catcher here that we could enjoy. Terrible bat. Terrible bat. Yeah, okay, so that's just the standard. Got it. Got it. Noted. Is there anyone with like an outlier of weirdly good power or something with average defense? Not really. Oh my gosh. Okay. Honestly, okay, so 40 out of 40 BABIP, 35, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40. Okay, yeah, there's just no catcher. Let's see about shortstops. And then let's go like infield range at least. Nah, let's go infield range at least 60. There it is. Okay, Hector Mendez. Okay, well, he has a horrible personality. Nick Powell, typical approach is cool, slow, and methodical, high adaptability. He's durable. Nick Powell might be our guy. He's extremely hard signability, though. We'd have to negotiate with him. Screw it. All right, I'm auto drafting the rest. As bad as it sucks. Who's the highest overall left? These relievers. Yeah. All right. Auto draft, complete draft. Good luck, Mr. Scout. Your entire career relies on it. All right, let's make sure we do have to negotiate with a few people. Okay, so Armstrong. Obviously, he was impossible signability. That was on purpose. So we're going to negotiate. Um, he said he'd do it for 7.5. We're just going to offer him his slot. I think we have to offer at least slot, right? You're negotiating. Uh, the municipal bonus to offer to get a compensation pick is 360K. Okay, so we'll just offer him 500,000 just because. Submit offer. Elijah Johnson was somebody. Oh, that we had drafted. Wait, no, our scout drafted him, but he had extremely hard signability. Uh, was 700K. I mean, just not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. It's fine. All right, and that's our class. So we'll do prospect promotions, which will be really fun compared to how bad the draft just was. After everybody signs, Boba Fett on waivers, by the way, he's 35 nowadays. That's kind of funny. All right, athletics, 46 and 45, fourth in their division. Then the Twins, fourth in their division, 44 and 48. Let's get it. And we lose game one. Classic. I might be muted. What are you talking about? You can't hear me? Wait, no, you can hear me. It's coming through at least. Barely. Is audio good for everybody else? Looks like it's pretty loud. Very quiet? Haven't had anybody else mention it tonight. How's it sound for everybody else? If it's too quiet for anybody else, please tell me. I'll fix it for you guys. Thanks for letting me know, though. Okay, so Prosec He doesn't want to. We're gonna try and trade these guys. I believe. I think we try and trade. We're probably not gonna get anything for him. Like Eli's a 25-year-old, 45 potential that looks like this. It's not happening. Prosec. Um, yeah, I mean he looks solid. We played him a little bit last year. He just don't have a place on our team, so that's tough. Does it still sound really low for you, Cardinal fan? I didn't change anything. I've chatted to quite a few people tonight anyway. They didn't happen to mention it, but now I am worried that it could be too low. You turn it up a little bit. I'll turn up the mic some. Let me make sure I didn't bump it. Did I bump it? I think it looks okay. Sounds good to you? Here, let me know if that's too loud. I definitely changed it some just now. Hopefully that's not like too loud now. I didn't bump the volume knob on my mic either, I don't think. Okay, let's try to trade Cole and Hurst. I mean, I mean anything will be better than nothing. I say that, and then we're probably going to get like a 35 potential prospect. Okay. Well, or nothing would be better than nothing. Hurst, I do have it on just prospects. Okay, hold up. Hold up, hold up. Okay, so Hurst has a little bit of motion. All these dudes are 23 or older. Okay. Here's some younger guys. Salazar. Ortiz. Jackson. Yeah, I don't have great accuracy on these dudes either. Ooh, hold up. I had the best at Triple A this year, but oh, they just got him in a trade in January with Cincinnati as well. He's average versus righties. You know what I wish? I wish we could just hit the down arrow after we sort the list, and I just wish we didn't have to resort it every time. That's what I wish. Humphrey, Bredberg, Cardenas. Ooh, wait a minute. He's gonna strike out a bunch, but he's got some power potential at 23. Not hitting great at Double A at all. He hasn't hit great at Double A in like 3 years. He's been okay last year. Shinjun Ballard. Take a flyer on a 25-year-old catching prospect. Redberg, Blanco. We already looked at Curtis, yeah? Yeah. I mean, he's doing really good at AAA this year. He's fragile, though. It's slim pickings out here. Jay DeMint. He could end up being an okay backup catcher. I'm not going to lie. They actually have him at Atlanta right now. He would have to go in the 40, though, which really stinks. Uh, Nate Collins, 23. Really feeling the better than nothing train, I guess. He's going to move for one of these dudes. Jesus Garcia. Okay, what if we just go? Let's just see. A shop for everything. It's probably going to be people just trying to offload a contract. Rich Duran. We already looked at. Ramon Castillo. Okay. Well, this trade just feels like it's not fair. If I were to take that plus in our division, that's just not very realistic in my opinion. Neans, at least average first baseman. We just do not need a bat though. We really don't need anything for the active roster, if I'm being honest. Like, just give us a. I mean, Curtis is fragile, but I kind of trend towards him a little bit. Kendall George, who's still on a minor league contract. No. I wish we had a better scouting report on Ballard because we only have high. Like, he could be interesting to take a chance on, but 25, he's not going to reach his potential. Min Mingjuan Zhang? Surely I said that right. We'd just be swapping freaking 25-year-old pitchers with nothing to show for. All right, let's do this. Let's go position, catcher, and then prospects. Hold up. Why didn't this dude pop up earlier? Okay, well, he's a below average defender. We could improve that, though. We could improve that. Look at this guy, Dongmoon Kim. Average catching, strikes out, doesn't have any power at all, whether it be gap or regular power. Like, come on, man. Was there a center fielder here? Jingzhon Liu? I will stop saying names. Jonathan Munoz. I'm gonna go through the younger players. Alex Salazar. Nope. Bad catcher. Luis Jaramillo, probably. Mario Adagas. Nope, nope. Marvin Rivera. Adam Lagrandier, we looked at, or Dyer. Dude, why do the Mets have so many in the Braves? Like, look, Mets and Braves everywhere. Jorge Ruiz. Okay, I like this. Yeah, good personality, good base runner, average catching defense. 19, at least 30 plus at everything. At 19 for gap power and contact stuff. Obviously not the bottom. Okay, we're sending them Eli Hurst for Jorge Ruiz. W. Complete trade. Sweet. All right, Ruiz, though, I do like the look of him. Let's go ahead and reset this. Let's add him to the favorite prospect short list. Lock him. What's he look like relative to South Atlantic League, by the way? Not great. He's also not hitting good. They've been rushing him. I'm going to send him down to A-ball. Just the Class A. I mean, he's probably not much better there, let's be honest. Good luck, Eli. I would love for him to still just pop off, but Prosek, nobody wanted him, so it is what it is. All right, let's keep it rolling. Game 2 versus the Athletics, we win 5-2. Game 3, we win 11-2. Iglesias is down day-to-day injury 1 week. Ooh, James needs to come back, by the way. Okay, so here's what we do, actually. We just go severity at least minimal. And then now, okay, Titlo joined. Excuse me. I need to do this to these guys. Shortlist them, block them, request scouting report. We need to make room. This is where it gets really tough. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta make room for Wood to come back. I think. I don't know. We might have to send Ronnie down. Honestly, like. Actually, we could send a Bia down. His bat is still average, but he's just not hitting good off the bench at all. This will allow Ronnie to be full-time infield defense mostly as well. Send a Bia down. Bring James back from his rehab assignment. How did he do while he was there? Okay, awful. Nice. I mean, love that. Okay. This is going to take a second. All right, so James, let's remove Cruz from everywhere. James starts left because he's a really good left field defender. Like, he has 3 gold gloves out there. He's also just not a bad bat. Iglesias can still be back up at left with Perini there as well. Here's the thing. Between these two, they're both not great defenders. Like, outfield range of 50, 50, 55, 55. So actually, we should do Iglesias first, Perini there. We can do Raniel there. And then in right, actually, you know what? I think we have to start. Ooh, yeah, this is going to be annoying. Neither of them going to have a great arm for this. Raniel shouldn't be starting anymore. Perini's not a 50 out of 50 at right. Iglesias is. I think Iglesias has to start right field, which stinks, but okay, Iglesias starts right because Roniel's just been below average, but he's a good defender across the board. So he's going to be at least backup everywhere. It'll look like this. And then we go Perini first there. Okay. Ronnie can back up everywhere else where Abia was at. I think that makes the most sense. Roniel goes here. Actually, Roniel should replace him there as well. I do believe Perini's going to keep DHing. Do this. Where's he at? Perini like that. Perini keeps DHing. Then Perez and Cruz. Perez, Cruz, Perez, Cruz. Cruz, Perez is fine. Cruz, Perez is fine. Sweet. Okay. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. I thought that was going to take way longer. Now, the lineup side of things might take a second. Let's see. Okay. Wood leading off isn't bad. I actually like it. He's still solid. He has a great eye. Liao, Iglesias, Irvin, Willits back. This is perfect, I think. I do think Davis should hit a little bit higher in the lineup, though. Like WRC plus wise, though, but like his power. He has 20 home runs. He could get way more RBI opportunities. He was a little bit higher. Hmm. Also, Bash should just get way more steals. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm really surprised he only has 9 right now, on pace for only 16. I've had this cranked. Like, I just turned it up one more tick, but I mean, it was right here. But we'll move it up again. I could max it. I mean, it's at 70, but who's walking the most, by the way? It's probably James still, but then yeah, Irvin Hernandez. Surprised Liao with his 60 eyes and getting a little bit more, but he also just strikes out so much. So due to his low avoid Ks, so I guess that just counters it. Unfortunately for us, Davis Pretty Wood. I think that's good. I think this works. Pass Liao Wood versus lefties. Iglesias Irvin. Irvin should probably be up over Iglesias. I think we just signed. Actually, yeah, we just signed James down. I think we do this. Like that is good. Okay. Finally, some normalcy to the lineup again with James Wood back. Sheesh. Okay. Tuesdays on the mound facing Sean Burke against the Mets. After we just won 11-2 versus the A's. They had 10 hits, only 2 runs. Yikes. How many did they leave on base? 7. We left 6 on base. Ed Enriquez, 7 Ks, 2 earned. Randolph, solid showing. Player of the game was Ethan Bash. Iglesias is day-to-day moderate for 1 week. Classic. 3-game series at home versus the Twins. Manny Cortez, rightfully so, doesn't want a minor league contract. I'm gonna get a new report on him because like he's also somebody that may bring some value. The rest of these dudes are the other minor leaguers that were expiring, just signing their deals. Some dudes reacting to their signing bonus from the draft. So we'll make sure and do this real quick. Favorite prospects, reset, lock them. Okay, let's do read all now. I want to make sure. So pending Corey, we're bringing in as well. I can't lock him yet, but we will add him to favorite prospects. Jeff Armstrong, we're going on that walk. Jeff Young, I'm not really concerned too much with about putting those guys on the favorite prospect short list. Okay, what's the trade block look like, real quick? I'm just curious who's out here. Kalen Culpepper, pretty good. Yo, Koa Boa, how's it going? Hope you've been good as well, man. I appreciate that. Hope you've been doing all right as well. Andrew Painter's on here as well. Culpepper, he's 30 now. What's his? Yeah, 15-6 for the next 2 years. He's day to day with a bruised finger. He's fragile. Guess the Twins want some value. Still got 1 year left, but trying to sell high maybe. Nolan Shanuel, dang, he got a contract with the Angels. They locked him up. Shane Smith, Hunter Fish, Clemmy, Ashcraft, Bieber, Burke, Ewing. Ewing's been doing really good with the Rockies. Coors Field effect. Coors effect. Been slammed. Had a project due for Cubs and Phillies over these past 5 to 7 days for the interview processes. Had to write a paper for the Cubs and build a model for the Phillies. Dang, dude. I bet that's been stressful as heck. Did you get it knocked out though? Like, are you all finished? We just shut out the Twins. 0 runs to our 12. 4 hits. Tusley on the mound. 9 strikeouts. 4 hits. Bring him to 12-3 record on the year. 3.7 WAR and pace for 6.2. Got him done. Nice. One also a challenge for sure. That's huge though to have it out of the way. I bet it's a big relief. Game two, we win that one 4-2. Most popular star, first time highest all-star vote getter is Jordan Irvin. You love to see it. Colin Bland, of course. He's not signing that contract. Don't blame him. Willis finally signed his. We'll lock him. Okay, cool. He's all set. New report on Manny Cortez. Yeah, nothing changed. Okay, final voting results. Oh, Peterson at catcher for the White Sox. Jesus, okay. Yeah. Okay, Bo. Noted. Kurtz at first with the Athletics. Fitzgerald at second base with the Yankees at the top vote getter. Dude, shout out Fitz, man. We traded him to the Yankees to make room for our current first baseman. He's up to 2.8 WAR, having his best hitting year. 16 homers already. On pace for 27, which would be the most in his career. Good for him, man. Javi Rodriguez at third with the Angels, of course, for sure. Crazy run, dude. I know 68-28, 40 above 500, almost at the deadline. It's a wild one. Lombard at short for the Athletics. Roman Anthony in left for the Red Sox. A lot of familiar faces. Max Clark in center with the Tigers. He's 28 now. Paez and right with the Mariners. Henderson at DH with the Orioles. How much is left of his contract? One more year after this one? 38.5 million. Dylan Cruz finishes third. Former Nat as well. Having another at least 2 more year this season. As far as the pitchers, this guy's insane with the Rangers, by the way. Vinny, he's pretty good. He's injured right now, though. Boston Bateman with the Orioles. Fortichiari. He always had a cool name. His nickname was C-Mart. John Williams with the Yankees. Hunter Brown with the Astros. Jeremy Lilly. I remember that name. 3rd round pick in the 2029 draft for the White Sox. Dude, another reliever of theirs, Randy Mathis. All right. NL side, catcher was Drake Baldwin of the Braves. He's out for 4 weeks, though. Billy Real of the Phillies. He's like their new Schwarber, pretty much. Dave Romeo, of course, a second. He gets it over Willits for the most votes by like 700,000. Irvin finishes with 4.3 million votes at third base. His third All-Star appearance this year. I said appearance. Eddie Rios at short with the Phillies as well. He's out for 2 weeks. Ryan Waldschmidt at left gets it over James actually in the end because of James's injury, I guess. Leal takes it at center. Someone finally, he officially does dethrone Pete Crow Armstrong for the most votes anyway, by like 200K more. Carson Bench and right. DH, our hitter Alex Iglesias gets it over Juan Soto. Soto finishes in second, about 150,000 behind, 160,000. This is what Soto looks like at age 34. Still nasty. Cooper is our lone starter to get in, rightfully so. But he gets the most votes out of all starters. Next is Burns, Yamamoto, Skeens, Newton, and then Duran, Bednar, Smith, Miller, Dunn. So we had 2 relievers as well. Who actually made it for us that may have not showed up on the votes? Wait, Tusley got an All-Star appearance. That's so deserved, to be honest. He wasn't a top vote getter, but dude, a 204 ERA plus in 19 starts, a 1.99 ERA, extremely deserved. That is massive. I am so grateful for that. Holy. All right, McCurry gets in. Scoggins. Okay, who else for us? Simon Jr. out of the pen. 201 ERA plus through 67 innings so far. He's in the stopper role, so he's getting a crap ton of innings out of the pen. Cade Smith actually made it still. Who else? Daniel Hernandez got in as well as the third catcher. So a little bit of a consolation prize, but it's deserved as well. 2.3 WAR, like at the midway point. Absolutely. Who else? Eli Willett still made it. Irvin made it. Achilles Perez makes it as well. Dude, we dominated the infield. Hold up. Willett's at second. Irvin at third. Achilles Perez at short. But he's the lone actual listed shortstop on the list. You know how crazy it is that he got in over like Ethan Bass, by the way? For even like popularity reasons. Because Bath has 2.8 WAR, 142 WRC plus. Extremely popular locally and nationally. And then Perez, 2.7 WAR, fair. Guess just giving him respect for his stats as well, but that's kind of nuts. Iglesias and Liao. Yeah, dang, we had a bunch of all-star guys. All right, what about on the prospect side? This will probably be way faster. Matthew Weston, um, Bill Ramirez. He's killing it as a closer at AAA right now. He's only 22. Mario Albin. I cannot. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait on this dude to make it. He's a freak. He's gonna be just a DH or first baseman, but yeah, he's like James Wood to be honest. Is who he looks like. David Hesse made it. He's still developing. Yeah, he's still developing well. I'm kind of surprised. Omar Belmontes. And that's it. All right, let's do some promotions and demotions real fast. Drop a save real quick. Well, I always say promotions and demotions. Realistically, it's just promotions, let's be honest. Also, team stats, by the way, it's a little bit dark where we're simming, but we're literally at worst, fifth in stolen bases. We're first or second, well, in airs. We're first or second at literally everything else. I don't know if you guys can see that. First, second, first. Fifth in stolen bases. First. Second in strikeouts. Fifth in errors. Zone rating, we're first as well with a plus 31. Lowest is Iglesias, where he had to start left field some. He's just not a good corner outfielder. Negative 3.9. 68 and 28. Who has the next most highest wins, real quick? 58? Yeah, 58 is next highest of the White Sox of all teams. The pitching is not good, though. Bo Peterson is absolutely carrying over there. Okay, here we go. Double A relative to International League. Bowman and Stoddard can both go up. Hadoba is having a solid enough year. He looks solid at the next level. He's 24 as well. Honestly, Albin should probably go up too, if we're being honest. At 20. Like, he's having a really good year at Double A. It's a 45, but like he's like, he's doing really good. Broski, low key. He's 45, but having a good year. Could it be time for him to graduate? Also, we don't have to force start him at third anymore. Trying to just get him to learn different positions. I think now what I'll do, let's force start him at like left. Yeah, it's time for Broski to go up. Costa can go up. We're gonna have to cut people from AAA. We'll leave Hadoba. I'm not super concerned with Hadoba. Hadoba should honestly probably just not be on the favorite prospects list anymore, if we're being totally honest. All right, pitching side. Augustine Pacheco. He's a 50 apparently at the next level, but like he don't look that good. But I mean, I'll go with it because he does have 2.1 more. His ERA plus is below average, but Silball, he's a 45, but he's 24, 41 innings, doing really good. Mendez is struggling. That's it here. All right, high A to Eastern League. Matt Hendrickson would be first. He's just, yeah, I'm not going to cut it. No more on the pitching side. Hitting side, Brian Dappin, Willie Gutierrez. His ratings are the next level. I kind of hate it. But he's doing good here. I think we'll leave him. He's hitting around average. Dappin can go up. Villalobos. I don't like his ratings at the next level either necessarily, but he's doing good here too. I think we'll let him stay. All right, A ball to double A still. We'll leave it on double A, but we'll see. Giovannino Marone. What a name. Okay, yeah, so he's not ready for next level, but he's playing well. So we'll just send him to high A instead of double A. That's kind of it. There's way less than I expected. All right, Carolina League. Um, Alex Peralta. Yep, absolutely. Aguero. No. Weston. I think he just needs longer. He's only 18. Okay, DSL. Not quite. Really, no one again. Unfortunately, that's okay though. Belmontes. He's 18. This is first year in rookie ball. We'll leave him. His ratings at the next level. He just isn't ready. He's playing well here, so we'll just keep letting him dominate. And then our new draft picks, and these two are still here, or they're starting here, which is where they should be. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's pretty anticlimactic. Let me go see if there's some dudes we can cut though. Let's go like all players. Let's sort by potential. Wait a minute. Scrum. Wait, did Dixon go up even more? By the way, he did. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we've got like, yeah, okay. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Our farm is insane down here. That's all I'll say. All right, Ballas is gone. Basically, I'll sort by potential and look for dudes who are like in their 20s who are already capped out. When we really just got to trim like 22, 30 out of 30, 20. He still has a little room. There's got to be some dudes who are probably like, yeah, 23 capped out, 22 capped out, 22 capped out, 23, 24. 24. I'm going to skip around a bit more. Look for older. 25, 24. Caden Wallace should probably be because, well, right, that's like 17 players. Wait, Mike Reese. What do you mean? We're going to release Mike Reese. Oh, well. All right, how many is on our AAA team? 49, 42, 31, 45, 91 at DSL. It's because it automatically promotes these guys, dude. It gets on my nerves. MILB batters, sort by potential. We're going to go ahead and trim some of these dudes who just have zero hope. Zero. Regardless. Yeah, there's like 41 hitters. And let's go by age. Yeah, Josh Lewis. I mean, you just for one should not be here. Let's go up to Class A. I just promoted all of them because I checked the marks on the other guys too. Wait, no, he stayed. Okay. Never mind. They stayed because I went to his profile specifically. Never mind. Pitching side. Change to our MLB pitchers view. Release. Shoot. I didn't do it for the hitting side. I forgot to hit release first. Okay. 91 players is absurd, by the way. That's like actually crazy. By age. About him. He can go away. Let me do this. I want to use our amateur draft view for a second. I want to look for the poor personalities that we can dump for a tiebreaker. Okay. Can't lie, there's just not as many to be cut as I would have hoped. Still trimmed it a little bit, but back to this. Nelson Cano. 76. I mean, that was a lot gone, but whoops. Main batting stats. Let's go here. Okay. And they all be batters for this. Rafael Ramirez or Elvis Martinez can go. What about position? Okay, so 3 catchers, multiple first basemen. Yohani Morales can go. Any more older guys? Okay, Morales or Martinez is leaving. That'll be good. That'll be 3 gone. That puts it at 24. What about on the pitching side? Okay. Oh wow, yeah. Wei-Tang, Rabalta, Maddox, Colby Allen, Crowley is gone. Vic Hernandez is gone. I think that's good. Okay, 16 pitchers. I got it down to 40 at least, I guess. That's solid enough. Drop a save and finally get rolling again. Holy. The draft time is either super fun or there's like a lot of dead time whenever the draft isn't super exhilarating. The price of winning the World Series, I guess. We keep the good times rolling here. We can. We went 7-3. 4-game home run streak by Willits just ended right there. So it's time for the All-Star festivities. Albin wins the MVP for the MLB Prospects game. One of our own. That is huge. Yeah, he's definitely our next like superstar. Not 20 years old at Double A. He'll be starting on Double A after his nice little All-Star break with the All-Star Prospects team. He's gonna strike out a crap ton, but yeah, in turn he'll hopefully crush the ball. But yeah, we won that one 7-3. So ending on a high note before heading into the break. Player of the game was James Wood. Nice. He needed that after he's been out for a while. He went 1 for 2 with 2 walks. That's all we got him leading off, man. He's a walk merchant. He walks so much. Regularly one of the league leaders in walks every year. This year he won't be because of the injuries, but I mean, he led it in 30 and 31, and 32 he had 95, which wasn't the highest, but still a lot. Still a lot for sure. All right, let's sim through the All-Star stuff. We'll see who wins the home run derby. Villarreal. Okay, well, of course, him and his 80 power. He has 26 homers this year, on pace for 43. Last year, he must have had some injuries because he only finished with 23. Um, he won it by 24-21 over Lombard in the final. Lombard of the Athletics. He has 25 on the year so far, on pace for 42. But we did move to Vegas, by the way. We did move the A's over. Wait. Oh no, that's Jeff Young. Never mind. I was thinking of the never mind. I'm tripping. I thought that was the dude we had just gave the bare minimum to so we could get the comp pick for that we drafted in like the 3rd round that we knew wouldn't sign with us. Bullets wins player of the week, by the way. He's gonna be a tough extension. Our owner wants him to send him, and I'm not gonna lie, I want to. He's very good, but like he has high financial ambition. He wants 20 million for his ARB next year. He's what, 26? We got like 5 years to be 30. Let's say we did 6 years just to see. Apply long-term demand. Yeah, up to 47.5. And, yeah, newsflash, even though we win a lot of games, we do not have one of the better budgets in the league. We're 21st. So, unless we can keep it going somehow, don't know. Don't know. A lot of dudes still signing their minor league contract extensions. Just read all those. More rest, which is much needed. That should allow Jeffrey Davis to honestly be fully healthy and ready to roll after the fact. National League defeats the American League 4-3 in the All-Star game. Ben Drinkwine is MVP with the Cardinals, 2.8 WAR on the year, 142 WRC plus. Let's see how our players did in that. Might as well, right? We had a bunch. Irvin went 1 for 2. Nice. Okay. He made contact. He got on base. Achilles Perez got the pinch hit. He went 1 for 3. Calvin Leal went 0 for 2. He did walk though. Um, Daniel Hernandez, our catcher, probably just played defense, I guess. He didn't have it at bat. Willits, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. All right. Wait, who had a homer? Drinkwine had the one homer. Irvin had 2 total He had a double. Nice. He showed out for us. He showed out. Pitching wise, Cooper pitched an inning, had no strikeouts, but no hits or walks or runs. He faced 3 batters, got all 3 of them out. Saime struck out 2, walked 1, gave up 1 hit. Freaking Cade Smith had the blown save because why wouldn't he? Doing the same thing he's been doing for us. Tousley makes an appearance. He had 2 strikeouts, 1 hit. Player of the game was Drinkwine. Winning pitcher was actually Tousley. That's kind of funny because he has like the most wins for us this year at 12-3. One more off day, then we head to Cincy. He's still not satisfied. Yeah, so this is the dude we didn't sign. We're not signing on purpose. We got a 3rd round comp pick since he was drafted in the 3rd, and we won't be signing him. We have a trade proposal from the Pirates. They're getting active early. They want to send us 35-year-old Stephen Kwan. Okay, of course you do. And Jim Gordon for Ricky Caballero and Jorge Villanueva. This is a big nothing burger. I want to be honest. You guys just don't want to pay him the rest of the year. We're not taking it. All right. Injury wise, no active roster injuries. I don't even want to say that out loud. I was literally hesitated because I want to jinx it. Tons of minor league injuries, though. So let's see how things go. Let me switch this back to main batting stats, main pitching stats. We win game 1. Oh man, down goes Carlos. He's out for 8 to 9 weeks. We got him in a trade with Arizona, and he's been very good this year. 130 ERA plus, and 87 FIP minus. So that's tough. But we do have people ready to come up. To be honest, just waiting on their chance. He's gonna go on the 15-day IL. Leal goes yard 4 times. Leal had a 4 home run game. He went 4 for 5, only 5 RBIs. 4 of those were himself. Holy crap. First inning off of Burns, 0 on, 1 out. Third inning off of Burns, 1 on, 0 out. Sixth inning off of Blair, 0 on, 2 outs. Eighth inning off of Anderson, 0 on, 2 outs. Holy crap. Leal ties the Washington regular season game record for home runs with 3. Leal ties the NL regular season game record for home runs with 4. Wait, so wouldn't that mean he just breaks the Washington record? I'm confused. Ties the Washington regular season game record for home runs with 3. That means he would have broke the Washington regular season home run record with 4 then. And he tied the NL record with 4. That's sick. Obviously, he gets player of the game. Dude, that tells you if he was in Great American Park, what he'd be doing all year. That just inflated his numbers massively. Which, I mean, he has a ton of power. He's going to get his homers regardless, but that definitely helped the total. Got a nice chunk there. He crushed Burns, who's not a bad pitcher at all. He strikes out a lot of dudes. 12 Ks. I mean, he still had 9 Ks against us this game. That's crazy. They scored 3 in the 8th and the 9th. It would have been 9-1. No one else had a homer in this one. Wait, no, I lied. Ethan Bass did. He had one. Up to 9 now. All right. Game 2, 10-4. Did Leal have another homer in this one? Nope. But James Wood and Jordan Irvin did. Irvin also had a triple. Dang, I wonder how close he was to the cycle. He went 3 for 5. Did Irvin have a double? Nope, no double. Ed Enriquez, 6 Ks. Player of the game was James Wood. He went 2 for 5, 5 RBIs. He had a double and the homer. Nice, nice. What's the Reds record right now? Oh, 44-54. Never mind. Game 3. Uh-oh. The game's going slow. That scared me. All right, we lost it at 5-9, sadly. Trade proposal from the Astro. Oh, man, we forgot to promote a pitcher. I totally forgot after the injury. They want to send us Jose Ramos. Nah, not happening. I mean, he's actually hitting well for him. He has solid pop, but no. Jorge Rodriguez for Bobby Sanchez. Victor Villarini. Nah, afraid not, my friends. National Sweep Phillies. Our Florida Complex League team sweeps Phillies Complex League team. That's huge. Keith Dahlman, 4-bagger. Is that against our team? Yeah, that's why we were getting that. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, we've been operating with like 12 pitchers, which is technically okay, but that's on me for forgetting. Yeah, it's definitely Scrumstad. Scrumstad, too, I'm looking forward to promoting anyway. Dixon is also definitely ready. We just don't. There's not room, man. There's just not room. I hate to say it. Scrumstad comes up, though. He's a tremendous replacement. Just literally been waiting for a moment like this. We've been very fortunate to not have to worry about it. But he's a great another lefty option in the pin. He gives us a third lefty option. Pretty balanced pin as far as righty to lefty ratios go. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. He joins an already stacked pin and he slots in nicely. I mean, he definitely is no outlier. Like, yeah, his movement home runs allowed is worse, but he throws the ball really hard. He's going to strike out guys, and he doesn't walk a ton. So here we go. Here's the hoping. Now we've got Texas 3 games away. Game 1, we take it 4-2 in the 10th. Trade proposal from Pittsburgh. Trades are going to start rolling in. We're closing on the excuse me, the deadline. Ed Canary for Pacheco and Hendrickson. No, dude. What? I don't blame them for asking. It's one of the better times the team has attempted something, but can't do that. Cannot do that. Our 23-year-old and our 22-year-old solid pitching prospects. Astros. Jose Ramos again for Brian Dappin and Lightfoot. I mean, Lightfoot is nothing but a New Zealander, by the way. And I don't know. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. They were trying to send us Quan again as well. What is going on? These same trades. I'm not gonna lie. We don't have a ton to do with the deadline this year. It's like, how do you improve upon a pin that looks like this? You just don't. You know what I mean? You probably technically can, but you have to go out and get like the best reliever in the league to do so. Same on the offense. Like, it's just going to be a quiet deadline unless we rent someone like Lamas for an insane player because Lamas is ready. He's 22. This should be his rookie season in the majors. I'm not oblivious to that fact. But again, like, where does he fit? Irvin at third. Willits at second. Uh, Bass at short. You know what I mean? It's just not happening. It's not happening. And I mean, maybe you say, okay, well, he's first base. I'm sorry. He can't. He can't. It sucks because I like him a lot. I'm a big fan of him. He's only 22 years old. He could be racking up some crazy seasons at 22. Like, I can't lie. That's something I really think about. I don't know if you guys do this, but I think about with how good they are at a younger age. That's like potential. They could be building Hall of Fame careers, getting up to the league that early and, racking it up. I'd love nothing more. There's a world we move like Irvin to second and put him at third and trade like Eli Willits or something. I don't know. We still got Willits on ARB for how many years? One more? No, 2 more years. His ARB's going to go up a ton rightfully so. Projected is 16.2. He's at 5.1 WAR, and he's so good. He's a very, very good defender. He's easily probably going to win another Gold Glove this year. He's literally won in the last 2 years. Wait, that's a lie, actually. He only won it in 30 and 31. Why did I think he won it in 32 and 33? He just didn't. Yeah, no. Batting average wise, this is the best year so far. He's going to reach the most WAR this year. I don't know. It sounds silly to even say trade someone like that. So I trend more toward trading someone like Lamas. But here's the thing. Again, we aren't the craziest budget team. There comes a time we're going to have to trade some of these guys because our window closes kind of at the same time. I'm not going to lie. Unless we trade someone like Ethan Bass. And then if we trade Bass, we can move Willits to short, where he's still elite at 70 at short, 70 infield range. Like he would even be a good center fielder. He's just a freak. We trade someone like Bass instead, since last year of ARB next year for him, his next season, I mean. And then Lamas comes up and plays third still. And then we put Irvin at second because he would be gross there as well, like Gold Glove level. Whereas Lamas just being average at third would be better than him just being average at second as far as defensive production goes. Because being average at second, I can't lie. I guess what I'm trying to say, second base feels just as important as shortstop anymore as far as what it requires for defensive ratings, from my experience anyway. I don't know. That's where my brain's at. That was a lot. I know, like I was just yapping there, but that's kind of where my brain's at with these dudes who are ready. Because like Ryan Gonzalez is ready, Serrano can play, Abia can obviously play. He's been up. Manny Cortez, Moda, Prosek, like it's crazy, man. Which for 40 mil, yeah, that was actually kind of crazy at the time because that was a crap ton of money for us. But the way it actually panned out was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like at that time, it was very scary, but it worked out. I mean, we got a World Series during that tenure. Like, let's see, because signed prior to 2031. So 2031 season would have been his first year with. So he was coming off of the 2030 year. We signed him that offseason. So he's coming off 6.1 WAR. He gave us 5.8, 4.6. This year, the injury is holding him back on the WAR output, but he's at 2.2 still. And we've got him. He could opt out, realistically. And that would honestly, it's going to be sad to see James go, right? Like, it's going to suck. But in a way, it helps us a lot. Like, a lot, a lot. Because with the jams we have, we could, like, Bass has 60 outfield range. That opens the door for Lamas instantly. Bass can go play left field. Sadly, Perez needs a door to open for him too. That's the shitty part as well. Because he deserves to be starting. How are we worried about starting Lamas when we got Perez who's sitting on our bench? You know what I mean? And Ronnie Cruz, which Ronnie, I'm not going to lie, Ronnie's probably on his way out. He just doesn't even hit well off the bench. Last year he did so, but that's the first year. Like out of 4 years, like look, 73, 75, 120, 84, but you don't really get it. He is just average versus both sides, but like you would expect, come on, man, like at least give us 90 each year. The 120 was looking like an anomaly at this point, but like a 219, 197, 206, a random 265, which is clearly a fluke at this point. I understand it's not a huge sample size, but I mean, over 100 plate appearances for 4 years in a row, that's a good sign of just what kind of player he is, regardless of the sample size in one season. But Ronnie's so good defensively that I haven't had any issue keeping him around for utility reasons. But Perez can be that dude. He's giving us 2.5 WAR primarily off the bench. All right. 4-2, though, in the 10th versus the Rangers. We get 2 in the top of the 10th, 1 in the top of the 9th to extend it in the first place. We had the blown save for them. Ben Joyce had the blown save for them. Really good game from Feliciano. 7 Ks, 1 walk, 1 earned, just for his pin to blow it. Cooper, 5 Ks, 2 earned. Our pin did amazing. Cy made 2 strikeouts, done 1. Cade Smith, finally, 3 strikeouts over 2 innings, gets credited with the dub. Feliciano still gets player of the game, rightfully so. Game 2 versus Texas. We win it 11-4. Another trade proposal. New report on James Wood. His overall went back up to 70. He's been lethal in the last 4, by the way. 2 for 5, 1 for 4, 2 for 4, 2 for 4. 2 home run game that he just had in that last one. Trade proposal from the Astros. Cole Gibbler, 27 years old. I don't like it, but for Ray Gutierrez and Matt Fahey, we just have no need for a 27-year-old. Well, that trade isn't possible anymore anyway. They must have traded him. Yep. Oh, they traded him. Wait a minute. Oh, they traded him to the Yankees. Never mind. The Pirates again. Let me guess. Steven Kwan. Dude, leave me alone. We don't want 35-year-old Steven Kwan, please. Why do they think we need an outfielder so bad? All right, 11-4 in this one. Dirk was on the mound. We had 15 hits. They only left 2 on base, by the way. Wait, Dalen Lyle still doing his thing. I love how as soon as he left us, by the way, he just was a good hitter. So 2026 was the first year of this save. 2025 was real life. This is what he did for us 3 years in a row. 92, 80, 75. And then immediately, once we traded him to Texas in 2028, 100 plus WRC plus every year. I mean, I guess he's primarily coming off the bench or just being injured, but just kind of funny. That's just how it goes, isn't it? James Wood got player of the game for that one. He did have the 2 home run game. And then game 3 versus Texas. Something else we can look at for fun. Another extra inning game, by the way. The Pirates are trying to send us Quan again. The Cubs. Alejandro Osuna. Edwin Maldonado. Manny Garcia. No, dude. Cade Snell, the 30-year-old. No. We can't. We don't have room for these players, even if we wanted to. Jose Ramos. We don't want Ramos. Dude, Ramos and Quan. They're determined. They're determined. All right, 2 extra inning games in that one. Game 1 and game 3. We win this one 3-1. In the top of the 11th, we scored 2. It was 1-1 to end the game. The Rangers are 53 and 51. What's up, Pep? Player of the game was Sakaguchi. So their starter again wins player of the game in the extra inning game, just for us to still win the game. Stromstad, how's he been so far? Pitched 1 inning so far. Never mind, that was his first appearance. Okay, 1 strikeout, 1 hit in his first appearance. Heck yeah. Nice little off day. Then we have the Diamondbacks and the Braves to end July. We are now 74 and 29. 15 games ahead of the Marlins. The Marlins have raged forward to pass up the Braves. Red Sox, 62 wins, is still second best in the league behind us. 8 games ahead of the Yankees. White Sox, 4 games ahead of the Guardians. Mariners, 4.5 ahead of the Rangers, who we just played, so we didn't help their case at all. Brewers, only 1.5 ahead of the Cardinals. That's a battle over there in the Central, but it's kind of just them 2 at the top. Rockies, 4 ahead of the Dodgers. They are 3-7 in their last 10, so could you imagine what their lead was before the Dodgers just went 8-2 in their last 10? That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So yeah, we got the trade deadline coming up. This is what I want to look at real fast for fun. Our let me drop a quick save. Our decision history. A lot of you probably already knew you could do this, but just in case you don't, maybe obviously you're one of the people that's new to the game, you can head up to your manager name at the top, and you can check out your manager history, and it'll show you your best and worst trades that you kind of won or lost by war. If you go to your name, history, and you go to decision history, there's also transactions history overall, as well as your straight up manager history. Shows you your record by year, what year you were first with the team, so on and so forth. Like our all-time record is 670 and 567, which is pretty cool. Yeah, let's check this out. This be some heartbreak in here. Yeah, like this one here, we lost 15.8 more, but that's really tough. The Lyle trade that we were just talking about was a big L as well. Funny enough, we were just talking about him. Okay, our biggest win, we traded Chaparro in 2029, it's 2033, to the Jays, and we got Herrera. Wait, this is cool. It didn't used to do this before. It shows you what awards they won while they were with you. So this is actually pretty dope because it's telling us like, He won a World Series trophy as well in this trade. Sanchez won a Gold Glove in a World Series. Okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so we got Herrera, who's still with us, put up 2 WAR this season as well. So this is gonna keep going up. Chaparro was with the Jays. Yeah, he just was horrible for them. He didn't used to look like this, by the way. He was like at least a 50 or 55 at the time, I believe. 2030, he gave him an off the bench an okay season. Then he gave him negative -0.12 WAR or 1.2 WAR. Okay, then we traded Armstrong to the Orioles. That's when we got Jordan Sanchez, funny enough, who we traded to the Rockies, by the way, Pep, just a little bit ago in June, like a month ago. Since going to Colorado, he's doing good. I knew he would. I knew he would eat up cores over there. 172 WRC plus in 23 games. Already at 8 homers in as many games as he had for us. Good for him. He'll be huge for him. We'll probably end up losing that trade, but we won the trade when we acquired him. We sent him Sean Armstrong at the time. We won that one by 7.9 WAR. And if you hit more info, by the way, it gives you the exact breakdown out here to the side. And the WAR total it gives you is the difference whenever they subtract the two. Here we traded Clayton Beater and Brian Cortesia to the Guardians. We got Robert Arias. And we ended up Robert was amazing. We got him at 19, by the way. So it was a long shot that he would make it. And yeah, make it did he? Because he came up and was really good. 1.5, 4.9, down year in 32, then 1.3. Started coming off the bench more, but that year he started with 4.9 was the outlier clearly. Um, yeah, I mean, it was still enough. He won a ring with us. It was well worth. And I mean, shout out to him, man. He's doing his thing. We traded him to the Reds. We might end up losing that trade. We won the trade where we got him. We might lose the one where we traded him there, but we traded him there at last year's deadline. He's been doing good though. I mean, last year, the second half of the season, 1.3 WAR. He had 2 total that season, including with us. And then this year, he does only have a 90 WRC plus, but 2 WAR. He's a really good defender. But that just shows how crowded our outfield was. We just traded Sanchez, we traded Arias last year, and we still have the outfield we have. It's kind of nutty, all in all. Um, what other trade we got? We traded the then number 43 prospect Gavin Feen and 27-year-old Justin Walker to the Diamondbacks, and we got Hayden Dirk. Since then, he won Rookie of the Year, World Series trophy, and a one-time All-Star in return. We won 6.1 WAR. Dirk got the Rookie of the Year with them though, not with us. So I don't know why it shows that. Maybe it just shows the all-time awards on this. I wish it would somehow just show the awards they got with you if they did. Gavin though, wait, why do they got him at AAA? Is he? Why are they doing that? That was 1.6 WAR, 113 WRC plus this year. Doing my guy Gavin wrong. Unless it's a rehab assignment, but it doesn't say so. Oh, wait a minute. We traded him to Arizona, then Arizona waived him and Cleveland claimed him. I just realized that. Yikes. Big L for Arizona. And we ended up with Hayden Dirk for virtually nothing because we gave him Justin Walker. He's now in the Red Sox system. What? Shout out Diamondbacks for being silly, I guess. And then the last one right here, which you can make it show more. If you click show, by the way, you can show like top 5, 10, or 15. The last one it has is Ricardo Hernandez. We traded to the Orioles, getting Jose Fur uh, and in return, who was good for us, but we really needed a good reliever. We sent him a solid prospect, to be fair. I'm a fan of fair trades, but sadly, the Orioles clearly rushed him up at some point. They have him back down at AAA. I don't know what the heck they were thinking. This year they brought him up negative 23 WRC plus and only 11 games started. I know, but why did they do that? He's only 23. He's clearly not ready. He's so close. Like probably next year, they would just give him a little bit more time. He's gonna be a really good base runner, at least average bat. Okay, corner defense, not great, but yeah, Fair ended up winning a ring with us. He was good while he was here. We had him. Oh, that's funny. He was in Washington in real life. I didn't know that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, 26 was obviously the first year of the sim. He was at Seattle, then he went to Baltimore, then we snagged him, and he was good in 31 and 32. 137 ERA plus and a 208 ERA plus. Now he's doing solid again with Kansas City this year. Biggest losses. This one's tough. We traded Alex Clemmy to the Orioles, getting Weathers in return. Clemmy gave them 15.8 WAR total. That was the biggest. Yeah, we screwed up. It's the fun of the game though, but yeah, we screwed up bad. 2.9, 2.6, 4.4. He became a starter for them. That's what's crazy. He was out of the pen for us. Like his stam, I wish. Like, where's it at? Can we see? Current stamina drops to 45. It was worse than that. Who's the 55? I'm not tripping, right? Maybe it was like 45 at the time. I don't know. Either way, we had him out of the pen. And that's when we suck, though, in our defense, right? We're trying to get something, and we had Weathers on the 1-year rental deal. This would have looked way worse, but Weathers ended up on a 1-year rental deal in that trade, not playing the entire next year because he got hurt in spring training. His arm fell off. It was sad. Then we lost 5.6 here because of Dalen Lyle. Then we lost 2 more here where we traded Robert Arias to the Reds. Where we got Schlee, which gives Schlee time. He's making up for it. He's making up the gap. This is only his second year with us, so give him time. Abrams, we only lost 1.7. We sent him to the Padres. We got Manny Cortez in return, who looked solid, to be fair. We could probably make up some of that WAR if he came up and played off the bench for us. But at the time, we wanted something was better than nothing for Abrams. We traded Zhu Jiao to the Astros, getting Wilmy Sanchez, who's retired now, William Kirk, who's terrible. Yeah, like, not a great deal, but we only lost 1.6 on that one. So, yeah, overall, though, our best ever is Irvin, Bass, and Cooper, all 3 draft picks. Then Herrera in a trade, Liao, international amateur free agent signing, Cavalli, a free agent signing, Arias, Sanchez, and Dirk, all trade. Ben Brown was a waiver claim. And these were our biggest L's. Clemmy, Lyle, Luis Garcia Jr., Arias, and Sir Jamison Jones, who, switch where we clicked on a retired player, has been at least 1+ WAR for them every year except for that first year with him. So good for him. Kind of cool to see. I enjoy looking at this, which I wish a lot of these players that we're trading strictly because we have a logjam, I wish them the best every time regardless. Like, yeah, it sucks to lose a trade, but it's also still, it's kind of bittersweet, right? Yeah, the Clemmy, I guess. Clemmy one's really tough. I just can't believe, I can't lie, I didn't expect him to work out that well for them, especially when they started starting him in games every year. He exploded these 2 back-to-back years, 4.4, then 3.4. He's only 28 now, by the way. A 40 pitching BABIP, 45 control. What happened, I remember now. By the way, Braves fan 57, I appreciate the follow. Thank you. I like your name, by the way. I'm a Braves fan also. What happened is he was a prospect at the time because clearly, he never made it to the league for us. I remember now. That's right. He did have okay stamina. I think it was 45, so he could have started. We didn't like his personality. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. We didn't like his personality, and he had 40 pitching BABIP, and he looked like he could ended up being okay because we traded him December of 27. So yeah, he was in like a 40 out of 55. So he was on solid pace at 22. But I was like, you know what? He's got that personality that I'm pretty sure it's funny because he's a high leader. So maybe that would have offset it. I was thinking he had that personality that was going to be like a toxicity to the locker room where when a dude like this leaves your team, you get the email saying team secretly is happy with you cutting ties, yada yada. Um, so I was like, let's see if we can't get some good value for him. And yeah, I mean, we did technically. We got Ryan Weathers, who didn't play a single freaking inning with us that year. So that was an L. Realistically, we probably only could have got 3 WAR back out of that. So they did get 15-8 out of him. Good for him. An all-star appearance. But yeah. All right, off day. And then the Diamondbacks and the Braves to end July and the trade deadline. We're probably not doing crap at the deadline unless something like falls into our lap. I'm going to be honest. Um, that's what I think. That's what I think. We are 74-29, which is like what? Right at freaking 50 games above 500. which is crazy. Almost, anyway. Yeah, home run leader at this point. Irvin with 24, Davis with 21, Liao with 21. Just had that 4 home run game a few games ago. Some of you guys were here to see that. 17 for Iglesias. By WAR, it's Irvin and Willits. Freaking batting runs value, by the way, 41.7 for Irvin, which is the 100th percentile, naturally. Walk percentage as well, he's in the 100th percentile. Pretty crazy. OPS, he has a 1 dot. Monster, man, he's a monster. 83 RBIs for Davis. Almost 20 higher than second place. A dog. An absolute dog. 19.1 walk percentage for James Wood. That's why we got him leading off. He just regularly gets on base. Pitching side, Scrumstad did good in his his first inning debut. Dunn, Saime, Schlee, Tousley has been great. He's normalized a little bit. He's no longer over a 200 ERA plus, but man, has he been good. Very thrilled, honestly. I did not expect this at all, but 3.5 WAR this year so far, on pace for 5.7. Had an all-star appearance this year, so you'd love to see that. All in all, I'm stoked for the rest of the season. We are going to stop there for tonight, though. 15 games ahead of the Marlins. So we got a chokehold on the division. We're definitely going to win the division again this year. I feel the urge to still knock on wood. Superstitious person. But yeah, when we come back next stream, which will be Tuesday night around 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll see you guys then. We will have the trade deadline to look forward to and the second half of the season. But yeah, I'm going to save there. We are going to end there, and we're just going to raid someone, and I'll send you guys over to. We'll have to see who's live, to be honest. I don't know who we're going to go over to yet. But thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Thanks for all the new follows tonight. It means a ton. Even if you just lurk tonight, you guys know how much it means. I appreciate you. I know a lot of you guys just lurk for Twitch drops to get your packs on Perfect Team. By the way, if you are a Perfect Team player that watches on YouTube, you can get Twitch drops by just watching the stream on Twitch if you prefer, but you can watch on YouTube as well. It doesn't matter to me. But you guys on YouTube have a great night. I do have to end that stream first before I can raid, just in case they're playing music. I don't want the music to come through on YouTube, and then YouTube nukes the channel because of copyright BS. So yeah, YouTube, have a great night. Thank you guys for watching.